Yo, guys! Welcome to Spooky Monday, and also to everyone else that is still in the stream, welcome back. I hope you're all still doing good, and also the people on YouTube, I hope you all had a good time, or also like that you're doing good, and much love for joining, for clicking into the video. Just big smooches, and yeah. Are you ready for getting spooked out a bit? I'm not sure, like, what we're gonna watch. I'm gonna look quickly around. I'm surely finding something interesting. I think Nuke's Top 5 got 2 days ago a new video. Was 8 hours ago. Scary Comp has also something. Okay, then we go into the spooky content firstly. From Nick Crowley. I think it's nothing. Like no upload. We could do that one here. Oh, this could be interesting. Okay, we have some. Lazy Masquerade. "11 days ago. Okay, good. We have a new Lazy Masquerade video. Fuck yes. That's pretty dope. We had last time this Bonnie and Clyde, this evil Bonnie and Clyde stuff. And boah, the video is 5 hours long. Top 30 cryptic and disturbing mysteries from 2023. Solved and unsolved cases compilation. Damn, that is a lot of... Okay, by this one I'm also not sure if I saw that already. Like I looked already some out. Now this is some video that we watched. The videos are pretty long. Okay, that's also interesting. Okay, I think I found enough. Are you ready? Wait. First the music. We go into it. I'm also like, as always, as you know it, by spooky content, by Spooky Monday, I'm always eating. I don't know why it comes always to this, but yeah. I think it's like right now perfect because yeah, like I'm just also watching and just commenting to it, but it's like slowly getting to a tradition. But much love. Let's go into it. We go here. Video doesn't show at the moment. Wait a minute. Yeah, here. Boom. Nuke's Top 5. Shout out goes out, like Nuke's Top 5, always good videos. And 10 scary videos. It's only 10 scary videos, like not like a long...
The newest addition to my collection.
Oh no.
Just bought it from the antique store.
Is it loud enough? I hope it's loud enough. I'm going to miss this next few minutes, battery is low, but I'm on my way home to be back. Have fun, Luna. Oh, hey, no worries, Frank. Hey, have a good home travel and see you in a bit. Big kisses.
But then
I hope it's
something
not.
very odd
It's a
happened.
little bit for me too
The
loud.
dolls seemed to move right before her eyes.
I think now
Linda
it's good.
grabbed her phone and started filming.
See you soon, Frank. See you in a bit. We saw that in other video. Yeah, like this one looks really fake here. We can rewatch that quickly. I hope it's quickly.
Soon after this, Linda and her partner began to experience strange and unexplained activity.
Okay, everyone are
Items around their
on
house
one
would go
mount.
missing, and objects seemed to move on their own or get knocked off shelves. One day, Linda gets a bad haircut from a local hairdresser, so she decides to make a video showing off her terrible new hairdo. But what happens next is truly bizarre.
Hi. A lot of people want to see what my hair looks like. So I'm going to see the sides. Like my bangs, I've had to like fix my bangs myself. But this is what it looks like if I don't straighten pieces of it. And like, it's just a whole mess. Dang it. That scared me. Okay. God, what the was that? Did you see that? Like, it ran, oh no. Absolutely not. No.
At first, Linda believes that all the frightening activity in her house is likely caused by the playful ghost of a little girl who might be attached to her new dolls. She
I don't
finds
know.
the whole idea kind of funny and jokes about it online. One day, Linda sets up a silly video for her social media where she puts a Chucky doll inside a cupboard, waiting for it to fall out. But this is when things start to take a terrifying turn.
What did she do there? She was the whole time in there.
What the Okay, I'm playing this. Chucky's just supposed to pop out, but his hair's moving.
She didn't plan this.
What the heck?
Dubbed. Dubbed that.
Okay, I really do. Oh, no. Move, God. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, joke's over. Joke's over.
When it started.
Very wrong, as the doll's hair begins to move for no reason. And then Chucky's head seems to suddenly spin
Hey, the hair is moving.
on its own. And things just get even weirder from here. One night, Linda and her partner are asleep in bed when they are woken up by the sound of loud banging from their front room. The bangs are so loud and intense that the couple believes that someone is trying to break into their house. They immediately call the police. So, officers arrive on scene and review footage recorded by the couple's front door ring camera.
This is our house.
Yeah, let's look at it before bed. Yeah, dude. Something's in our f***ing window right now, bro.
Stop being hyper, please. It's scaring me.
Ready? Something's in our f***ing window.
As the motion-triggered video starts, it looks like someone or something has pulled the couple's front curtain open. But even creepier, whoever this person is, they appear to be inside the house. Then whoever it is seems to slam the curtain closed again with a bang. Linda swears
No,
that
like
she and
for
her partner
me,
stayed inside the bedroom and didn't
I don't
move
know.
until police arrived. The officers checked the house inside and out, but there was
With
no one else
authorities,
there.
you have always the feeling,
So
oh, it's
now,
legit,
Linda
but
has had enough of the
so many
creepy
people
dolls.
faked also like that.
Recently, she attempted to get rid of the dolls at a yard sale, but in a dark
Just
and
called
funny
fake
twist,
cops,
Linda says that
just
someone
like
actually
actors or
stole
so.
3 of the
I don't know.
dolls from her yard sale.
To the thief that stole these dolls out of the yard sale at 3 o'clock this morning, you're going to regret it. They're haunted. Had you waited till sunlight, you would have seen the sign that was under them that said, "Haunted dolls. If you have children, please don't buy."
So, Good luck to whoever took those dolls, because it seems like they're gonna need it. Hello, doggy. Reddit user Love is Evil from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee is driving to work in a
That was already so good. It was more than the last time.
message from his frantic wife,
But it was so...
who asks him to check their surveillance camera footage on his phone. When he watches the video back, it chills him to his core.
Mm-hmm. A jackal outside?
Explained, spooky little voice can be heard whispering, "Hello."
Huh?
And the family dog just goes nuts.
Could also be the
Reddit
wind.
user says that other than his wife and dog, no one else was home at the time of the recording. He says that they have never experienced anything like this, and they don't know what to make of the creepy little voice. So did the couple's dog get scared by a paranormal entity? Or just what is that creepy little voice? Old school. Cathedral High School in Los Angeles, California was built over what was once a cemetery.
It was a really
The
short
school
clip
even honors its dark history
in comparison
by
to the
featuring
first
real
one.
pieces of old recovered headstones on its walls inside the school. So, late one
That's
Friday
pretty
night,
dope,
janitor's working the night shift at Cathedral High School when something happens that makes his blood run cold.
Alright, I usually don't record while I'm on the job, but this is freaking me out. It's sort of unreal. Here at work, I'm here in the janitor's closet. Yeah, let me just show you guys.
The balloon.
Alright. Just to, I don't know, let you guys know the school was built on a cemetery.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, you know, every night something happens, some spooky, I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe them until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the
Goosebumps,
classroom,
this one is really good.
what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just see that right there.
That's like kind of really creepy. Or magnetic force of us. I know we don't are like having strong magnetic forces, but a little bit.
Just okay. See, no.
It's really
It
creepy.
just follows me no matter what.
Like it's just a balloon, but it makes it so eerie.
Ooh. No, I can't.
The janitor is completely alone when a red balloon inside one of
Against
the
me,
classrooms
like
seems to
E.T.
start
flying by.
moving on its own and follows him out into the hallway. Suddenly, he spots a dark shadow quickly darting past a window on the other end of the school. Now,
E.T. nach
previous
Hause
janitors at the
telefonieren.
school claim to have witnessed multiple incidents of paranormal
Sunny German, E.T. call
So when the
home,
custodian
E.T.
captures
call
the
home.
spooky evidence, he shows it to the building's security guard.
So, you see how
It's falling out the classroom too?
look at the back though. Look at the class with the light. What the I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. You saw that, right?
Nah, bro. Nah, man.
Yeah, how long you been working security here, man? How long you been working security?
I've been here a few months, but I ain't never seen nothing like that.
As you can see, even the security guard is
Mhm.
a bit freaked. So did the janitor have an encounter with the spirits who are buried in the ground below the school? Let me know what you think. We need scary videos. So if
You
you
never
see a
know.
scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Watcher at the window.
Hmm?
A man is up
Hmm?
late one night when he hears strange sounds coming from his home office. He grabs his phone, and what he records is truly shocking.
Hmm?
Now, the guy was freaked
You
out
saw-
as
you
one
saw,
of his
like,
outside
even
windows
eyes
seems to
popping up.
disappear when the lights are turned on.
But look, yeah,
Closer.
yeah, look there,
Just
it
outside
appears.
the window, we can see that there is still a strange pair of glowing eyes staring back at the man inside.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Now,
It's
online
because of
viewers
the
say that
reflection,
this video
just not-
could easily be explained as a person or an animal standing just outside the
Mhm,
window.
mhm.
So, to prove them wrong, the man films the office window again.
Oh, that is really creepy.
Is actually 2 stories up, with no
Hmm?
way for anything to climb up or sit outside the window.
Mm-hmm.
So who or what is this?
Perhaps the reflection of it. Perhaps of the chair inside of the window.
Somewhere in the Middle East, a guy is riding his motorcycle down a lonely mountain road in the middle of nowhere. He encounters something that he just can't explain.
Yeti. Sasquatch. Your mom. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I think we saw that. Also. God damn it, we saw too many. We saw too many. I think I slowly really need to make a stop. Yeah, like it's really Yeti. Could be just like a dude that's
not
lost.
so weird. But whatever this is, it seems to be walking on 2 legs, and then it seems to raise
It's a
itself
guy,
up and jumps right over the
that is
roadside
fleeing from
guardrail.
somewhere.
The motorcycle rider is shocked. He rechecks his video footage when he gets home, but he has no idea what he encountered on that isolated mountain road. Disturbing results. YouTuber Tyler Blanchard is very much a skeptic when it comes to ghosts and the paranormal. Tyler believes that the reason ghost hunters usually find so-called paranormal evidence at haunted places is simply coincidence, coupled with the fact that they expect to experience paranormal activity.
Yeah,
Are ghosts real
it's
or
most
just
of the
scared
times.
people imagining things?
So, Tyler cooks up a very interesting experiment. He invites his friends to go on a ghost hunt. However, he splits them into 2 groups. One group, including Tyler, goes to a house that many paranormal investigators claim to be extremely haunted. The Brackenford Manor in Lake Arrowhead, California.
Oh, look at the house.
They are just sent to a randomly chosen Airbnb.
This house has never had a reported death, and no guests have ever reported any paranormal activity. It's just a normal house.
Now, this house is not haunted in any way. However, the second group is told a fake ghost story about how this typical random Airbnb house
That is so
extremely
smart.
haunted and
I
was
loved
the
it.
site of some grisly and terrible events, none of which is true.
In the 70s, there was a family that lived in this house. A burglar basically broke in the family, and it's rumored that they still are here. Oh man, not this ghost stuff, man.
So, the experiment begins, and the ghost hunt starts at the real haunted house, the Brackenfern Manor. Now, Tyler isn't expecting anything to happen, or to find any kind of paranormal activity. So when he and his group start investigating, they're mostly cracking jokes and playing pranks.
He's asleep. Tyler, I know you guys are hiding somewhere.
He's talking to himself to try to keep himself from getting really scared.
Funny prank. Let's end it now, am I right? Please. You know us over here?
Dude. So stupid, eh?
Boy! For the love of God. I'm alive. For a good bit I was scared.
But things are about to get a bit more serious and a bit spookier.
Hmm?
The guys head to the house's cellar and use a twist flashlight and an ultrasound motion sensor music box that plays a tune whenever it detects movement.
Now it's calibrated. Everything that happens from this point is something going in front of it.
If you're here, can you make the music box start? Okay. That's good. Ring the music box if it's okay if we can sit down.
Thank you. This is covering here. Let's go.
That's phenomenal.
Honestly, this seemed so unexplainable, but not as unexplainable as the not haunted house.
Is anybody here with us?
Alright, literally nothing was happening there. This is weird.
If you are here, would you mind turning on one of the flashlights? Or the motion sensor, whichever you prefer. You prefer the motion sensor? Oh, both, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen. Unless there's something fun. Wow.
And even after repositioning, it still went off.
Well, thank you very much for having us. We're gonna go upstairs to this beautiful home. Please stay here. It's been awesome hanging out with you. But we're gonna pack up our things and go. Thank you for this experience. I wonder if the equipment is also going off.
Holy shit.
If it's just going off here.
But he was like saying goodbye.
Like that's crazy.
It's always like being respectful because you never know, like they have been also someday like people, and I think everyone wants to respect it, be respected.
But only the ones at the haunted Brackenfern Manor are activating. The instruments at the haunted house actually seem to respond to their questions, while over at the Airbnb, the same instruments don't do anything. And the night just gets weirder.
Any good ones yet? Yeah, this one here is a good one. And welcome back, friend. They tested out in a normal house, like they told a fake story and put like some hunters, like friends, into the house to look around if it spooks, and the others have been in a spooky house, and like they use the same gadgets, but in the spooky house it's really like answering and everything, like really creepy.
What?
Wait, that could have been something, right? That could have been the air, the wind. Okay.
Yeah. Bingo, baby.
It's in the corner.
Not doing this anymore.
Alright, well, that's kind of all I need.
A window in one of the rooms moves by itself, and the music
That's sick.
activates as if
They
someone
proved
is
it really like
moving
a
on
kind of, or like made
So,
already
in a
good
final
evidence.
attempt to disprove the creepy results from the music box,
That's
they try one more test.
for like people that don't believe on it.
Leave it silent for exactly 10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Holy moly!
Alright, done some work. Thanks for the answer. Why you got tears in your eyes, big boy?
a beautiful moment, bro. I believe in ghosts. That is beautiful.
They test the music box, they recalibrate it over and over, and they even change its location. But it still activates again and again.
That's
almost
sick.
As if something in the house is eager to communicate with them.
Whether it has like a button underneath it where you make to auto or configuration and it behaves like this.
All night, and they don't really experience anything unexplainable. So did Tyler's attempt to prove that ghosts don't exist actually prove that they do? Well, you decide. You can watch this
That was a sick video.
over on the YouTube channel, Tyler Blanchard.
Yeah, check him also out, like if you want to see the whole video.
It's early in the
That's
morning, right
a
before
sick
sunrise,
one.
Lisa Nathan from Essex, England, opens the back door to let out the family
I hope the home travel was good,
But
Frank.
something happens that sends Lisa
I'm also nearly
right
finished with
back
eating.
inside.
Hmm?
A weird pale something can be seen flying around Lisa before she freaks out and slaps it away. After reviewing the footage, Lisa believes she might have caught evidence of a fairy. Now, I'm certainly not saying that whatever this is a fairy, but it definitely looks very odd and no one seems to really know what this thing is.
It looks like a Pokemon.
So if you have any idea
Flabebe.
what this weird little flying thing is, let me know down in the comments. The woman in white. It's 3 o'clock at night when truck drivers.
Oh yeah, it was nice to hear. What did you get to eat? Just like grilled cheese sandwich. Just nicely, quickly. That looked really like a fairy. Hmm?
Did you see it?
Mm-mm. Oh,
A woman wearing a long white
Up
dress
here.
can be seen crossing the highway dangerously close to the cars and trucks zooming right by her. Almost as if she just doesn't care.
I thought it was really, really weird. It creeped me out. I had goosebumps for like an hour straight on my arm. It was really creepy. It was scary.
Now, whatever
I'm not
this
sure.
mysterious highway figure is,
To be honest,
it
I'm
has
not sure
been seriously freaked out.
if that's a ghost.
And the
Could
next
also
day,
be a
The
real.
story gets much, much darker. Because you see, the next night at the exact same spot, around the exact same time, a vehicle swerves and has a tragic accident on the interstate, ending 2 lives.
But again, we're still keeping a close eye on this crash on I-57. What's the latest?
Indeed. Unfortunately, I have sad news to report about this crash here, Laura. Sorry to change gears on such a beautiful and pleasant morning here. It's anything but on the lanes down there.
I like
It's a
completely.
terrible, violent crash.
Yeah.
It happened before 2 a.m. this morning. State police now reporting 2 people have passed in this incident here on northbound I-57 near 147, just outside of Posen and Dixmoor.
The drivers and passengers in the crash claim that they saw a mysterious woman in a white dress walking on the road. They say they swerved to miss her, and that caused the accident.
I had another driver reach out to me after I posted it on Facebook that he was going through there about 20 minutes before I did with another driver right behind him, and they seen the same thing as I did. Today, at the same time as we went through there was a car accident, multiple cars. 2 people ended up dying, 2 people went to the hospital. Well, the 2 people that went to the hospital gave a statement that they seen a white figure in the road, and that's why the one car swerved into the other car.
Weirdly, despite these eyewitness reports, cameras posted along the highway show no
Can be
one
really
on the road
dangerous, to be
at that
honest.
time. So did King capture an entity on his dash cam that caused a terrible car accident?
If that happens, yeah, always at the same time or so.
Abandoned? Over 13 years
And
ago,
the people would
urban
make,
explorers smashed
yeah, like
TV
severe
cameras, set out
accidents,
one night to
then
explore the
we need an
abandoned
exorcist.
McCormick factory in London,
Like no joke now, like just someone that would like release the spirit from their suffering.
So when they hear strange sounds from somewhere in the building, they immediately suspect that it could be security, and they turn off their flashlights to avoid getting caught. But what happens next is downright chilling.
Can you turn mine off then?
Boah, this is creepy. I have goosebumps everywhere.
Did you see it?
Yeah, the one dude. Yeah, a squatter. Definitely a squatter.
Doesn't see anything.
No joke.
After hearing
They
bizarre
didn't even
noises
saw
throughout
this
the
dude.
building, the
I
group
can't believe it.
eventually leaves to go home. They post their video to YouTube, and many of their viewers immediately point out the eerie figure hiding in the darkness. But Jason and Chris said that they have no idea who or what this could be. And they say that the room to the left that the person can be seen walking into was just a dead end. So, who or what?
Nah, they have surely like a way there. Oh, that was a cool video. Like a really... Okay, some videos at the beginning we saw already. Like here with the puppets. That was blandly just stupid lying. What was here? Ah, yeah, with the school, that is also was kind of, it was a really good video. Hey, guys, just check out Nuke's Top 5 if you really like his videos. Hey, I can really recommend it. Always like really cool compilations. We saw, yeah, lately already like a lot of different paranormal stuff or spooky stuff. In a kind of way we overlapping with so many different like compilations. It's kind of hard to find always new content, but here was new content. Let's go to the next one. I saw Scary compilation has also put out a nice video.
Devil's Hour Productions is a respected YouTube channel within the...
Much love. Support him. Scary comp. 7 scary videos that will disturb you in the darkness. I'm in the darkness.
Paranormal community.
Let's go.
For its regular uploads, documenting explorations of purportedly haunted locations. In their latest endeavor, the team ventured to the infamous Monroe House. As they diligently arranged their cameras throughout the premises, ominous occurrences unfolded almost immediately. Within minutes of commencing their investigation, tensions escalated dramatically, following a chilling encounter involving a camera and a purported spirit. Witness the unsettling events for yourself as they unfold in real time.
Oh, I'm in the way. That is...
In the same area. Rem is going off over there.
Yeah.
And then this.
Rem was going off while me and Joe was sitting in the game.
Scrutiny is suspected
Shit.
to be relocated by an otherworldly force within the premises of the house.
Could you turn it up just a bit? Yeah, surely. Is it too quiet?
Apprehension and unease escalate. A reaction quite
By me it says like it's really loud. But I'm...
prompted the displacement of the camera on that
I
particular
hope I'm
day?
just loud
Was it
enough.
orchestrated, or was it indeed the work of a poltergeist?
Is it now better,
In the
Frank?
comment section below. Randy, a resident of Georgetown, Ohio, resides in a home she claims is haunted.
I hope now it's good.
Upon moving in, she experienced paranormal phenomena from the first night onwards, which persist to the present day. Over time, she has grown somewhat accustomed to the malevolent actions of the alleged ghost. However, reaching her threshold,
Yeah, this one got
Randy sought
quieter than the other one.
Josh, Sean,
It's good now.
and
Okay.
Rocky,
Much
known from
love.
the Paranormal
Big kiss for
Nightmare
saying.
TV series, to resolve the issue. The trio accepted Randy's request and commenced their investigation upon arriving at her residence. During the investigation, Sean made the decision to remain alone in the house to establish communication with the entity responsible for tormenting Randy.
Sure, if I'm too comfortable in here. Like, blown away with energy, it felt like, I guess you might as well say. Now, being in here alone, my heart's starting to race. And it just feels like somebody's watching me peeking around the corner. But I got alarms set up everywhere. So I definitely set up booby traps for the spirits in this house. If you set off one of my alarms, I can come find you and talk to you. What the heck was that? If you can make that noise, I need you to set one of my alarms off. Let me know where you're at. I heard you upstairs. Walking. Are you coming down the steps? Okay. You know when you walk or you run, that's really loud. Kinda spooky. Do you know what that means to scare somebody? What the heck was that? Okay, I'm gonna come upstairs. I keep hearing you.
Sean was drawn to the second floor by sounds of movement, footsteps, or banging. However, upon arrival, nothing of note occurred. Inside, the three brothers reconvened to resume their communication with the spirit.
Do you like having two sisters here?
Why not going up?
If you're upstairs, come down here with us. It's like a shadow.
Why not going up?
And neither one of you guys were moving. It was like a shadow went from one room to the other. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Can you come down and talk to us?
Now the door slings open. Like,
I think I seen you.
somebody once told me the what is good. Like instantly Shrek meme. Why I have even this thought?
Can you hit that again for me, please?
I can imagine it so good. It would fit so well. It would fit so well. Lol.
Whoever's scaring the little girl and talking to the little girl.
I can.
I want you to come forward and
Hey
communicate
now,
with us.
I'm a rock star. Now I have like a earworm, or I can't.
Activity escalates. The brothers become aware of approaching footsteps. A camera captures an enigmatic shadow in the corridor, coinciding with the footsteps. As they ascend to the second floor, a resounding bang echoes. Subsequently, another unidentified shadow is captured on a stationary camera. But this wasn't the end.
Not here.
That's good. You like scaring me?
Louder.
Louder.
Yeah, you do something louder. See, I know you're following me around. Something just moved out here.
Demon?
Something just moved out here. I want you to do something.
Once again, the camera has recorded the enigmatic shadow. Is this a genuine silhouette captured by the camera, or merely incidental shadows cast by surrounding objects? Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, can always be.
Down below.
Like when a car is driving by and the lights are shining
featuring a woman who
inside,
claims to have been
then it
followed
happens
home
stuff
by
like
a
this.
malevolent presence after a prior paranormal investigation.
Hmm?
Since that incident, she has experienced unsettling occurrences during subsequent EVP sessions. The latest session was recorded capturing the eerie events as they unfolded.
Hi, it's me again. Obviously. No one can understand why you have to scream, and neither can I. Why do you follow me everywhere?
I think we know that.
I know you need my help, but I can't understand you. Please, can you just try to not scream? Can you try to tell me your name? Or what you'd like for us to call you? I have friends with me. They understand things in the spirit world. We all want to try to help.
At first I thought she was doing the short legs open Twitch stream. Oh.
But now I'm thinking you need to go someplace else.
Is it that video with the screaming? Like she records everything, and now she listens.
Hopefully I can hear you. I know it's frustrating for you, and it is for me too. I'm going to turn it off now. Okay, let's see what we've got.
That's quite unsettling.
That's so
The
creepy.
sound of that scream is incredibly sinister. In the video,
Do you think if you don't have a good life, I mean like not like sinful or so, I mean like for me not a good life is when you go from this planet and you didn't fulfill it, like in a way. That is for me not a good life if you feel unfulfilled, and perhaps like if you like really like an angry person throughout your life, being like mean or like also like just like angry with others, try to search conflict, perhaps you get to something like this, like screaming spirit.
However, there exists a distinct quality to this particular video that distinguishes it from other documented celebratory occasions.
Oh, in the background.
As loved ones serenade the individual with the traditional rendition of Happy Birthday, an extraordinary event unfolds.
Happy birthday, dear Ben. Happy birthday to you. What? Yo, who goes there, right? Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Ben. Happy birthday.
Oh shit!
Much to Ben's surprise, as with the other guests,
It's like really like
he notices wisps of smoke emanating from his birthday cake. It is only upon closer inspection that he realizes the candles have been extinguished. Strangely, neither he nor any other attendee admits to having blown them out. This puzzling scenario gains further intrigue when footage from an alternate angle is reviewed. The candles seem to extinguish.
Didn't you saw like in the background the silhouette?
Directly in front of the cake, despite Ben being the only individual nearby, and he makes no overt gesture.
Look, in the background you see a little silhouette, like here. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, it's already like gone.
While enjoying her vacation in St. Petersburg,
like when it's zooming the first time it was in the background. Wait.
Fishing with a friend.
Da 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 da. Look. Da da da. Is that here a silhouette? Or is that a chair? Or is that the reflection of him? It could be also the reflection of him. Because the whoop whoop, yeah, but like this angle and this angle can be like from the angle, because you need to think a reflection. How is a reflection working? It reflects, yeah, light that was already like reflected from the surface of his t-shirt or of his body to the glass, and it reflected back. That means like the angle can be always like, it's like already in two different angles, because the angle from body to the glass is different, and the angle from the reflected light to the camera is already like a different angle. You never know. It could could be also the dude itself, but it still looked creepy. Like, you see how it's like really blowing it out. Like now, you saw like an orb appearing, lol. Maybe it's the camera person's reflection. Yeah, I would also say. Ah yeah, or the cameraman's could also be.
As with the other guests, he notices wisps of smoke emanating from his birthday
Creepy.
cake. It is only upon closer
Tonight no
inspection that
birthday.
he realizes the candles have been extinguished.
So stupid.
Only individual, but onlookers might speculate that intending to document the experience for her social media followers. However, the atmosphere takes a turn towards the eerie as the night progresses.
I was out here fishing and sirens came from this island. I swear to God, I have it on video. I'm gonna play it shortly.
Creepy. Guys, did you hear it even? Wait.
God, I have it on video. I'm gonna play it shortly. Okay. For real, oh my gosh, this is God.
Did you hear it also good?
And use nothing on your hook. I have a worm.
Could be still like birds. Wingos that are fighting with each other using water gun.
What? You can explain that. That's all it's fucking on. I don't know what else I should have done. Stop, there's no moving here. And we're the only ones out here witnessing this in the entire world right now.
Megan and her friend both perceive an unusual high-pitched screeching emanating from the ocean's direction. Megan entertains the notion that she may have stumbled upon evidence suggesting the existence of sirens, legendary beings reputed to entice unsuspecting victims into the depths, where they meet their demise by drowning. However, her companion posits a more mundane explanation, suggesting the source could be a monkey.
Yeah, like it could be many times animals, because animals have
I'm
also
uncertain
different. Sorry for intervening. Animals have also different noises. They don't sound like a Pokemon that always say Pikachu, Pikachu. Like it's like different. Even Pikachu says different. Like it can be friendly sounding, it can be sadly sounding, and it's the same with every animal. But I thought like it could be a territorial fight between birds. That sounded like it. I thought she was thinking it was a siren head. No, like a siren, like from the folklores or from the myths.
About who or what it is swimming inside the sea, but it's definitely not a monkey.
Monkey.
So,
monkey.
What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below.
Why not a monkey? It's proof of the water monkeys, guys. We knew it. We have it. We have proof now.
Ventures to an abandoned ghost town nestled in the Mexican mountains. As he approaches
a ghost town in the mountains.
Curiosity gets the better of him, prompting him to investigate further. Inside.
Oh yeah, they make all types of noises, and some do sound terrifying. Yeah, like it can be really like also for intimidating the other bird, or like noise for pairing season or so. Just like stuff like this, you never know. We know this one. Did you saw the bunny? But so shitty, we saw like everything already. Or like most of the things. That siren stuff, didn't saw that so far. Like the teddy there. Interesting. Look, now it sits. Yeah, I don't know, like if that's real or not. Like now it sits, or was sitting.
Upon entering the dilapidated structure, Jimmy encounters an unsettling sight. A doll rests face down on a chair in the entrance corner. Upon revisiting the area later, Jimmy discovers the doll now sits upright, seemingly fixated on him. Oblivious to this eerie transformation, Jimmy exits the premises without incident. The entirety of his exploration captured seamlessly on film. This unaltered footage, available for viewing on Jimmy's YouTube channel, captures only the ambient sounds of a distant dog's bark and Jimmy's own movements. No other signs of activity are evident. The inexplicable movement of the doll raises profound questions. Could this anomaly hint at a dark history?
It's good, mate. I'm not sure if it's real. Because look, you need to move it, like you need to turn it 180 degrees, and then you need to put it. Yeah, that it's like just sitting around.
Really impressive. No one can say it's not real.
What? Wait a minute. What?
Movements. No other signs of activity.
I didn't got like. Was that the now?
Inexplicable movement of the doll.
To this or to something else?
Could this anomaly hint at a dark history within the house? Is the doll serving as a silent warning to Jimmy? urging him to depart. Share your thoughts on this occurrence. Our last video is from Shortest Blockbuster YouTube channel, in which we can see a legendary creature, Kappa. It's definitely a CGI, but it's really, really impressive. No one can say it's not real.
Like when you see stuff like this, instantly taking the flamethrower, like I'm so sorry now, like, oh, they are so cute, can I take one home? Takes one home, dies because of that. Oh my gosh. Now, like the flamethrower, guys, I said it like the last stream over and over. Here and there, like I don't see like fire as a solution, but here and there it's a solution. It's so stupid. I keep doing this joke. It's like blandly dumb. A scary compilation. Much love for you. Just check him out. Like he makes also like always really good compilations. Just check him out. He's surely like also happy about that. And we go to the next one. We go to the moments before a disappearance. That could be also. Oh, huh? I didn't have it on HD. Oh, sorry guys. For me, there's no only one solution, and it's always with flames to do. Oh money, like why I'm like this? Let's go into it. The moments before disappearance. Nick Crowley, much love. Can really recommend the channel of him. Big shout out. Let's go into it. I'm really interested now what it has up, what is up with that. It's best to get rid of it all. It's the natural state of the earth. Burning. Okay, I need to stop really that. Or else you think like I mean it, then like for real. No guys, no. What the fuck, eh?
It was 10 a.m. on March 13th, 2011, as a mother and son checked out of the Kalahari Resort in Wisconsin.
Mhm.
At the time, one watching this footage would likely think nothing of it. There's nothing that stands out, no indication that this would be the last time Timothy Pitson would ever be seen.
6-year-old Timothy Pitson of Illinois disappeared Friday. He was last seen leaving a Wisconsin Dells water park with his mother.
Huh? And the mother?
It's a devastating case with many layers of darkness, and it's one that I've already covered on the channel.
Huh? But when he's leaving with her mother.
Mundane clip, the two standing together at the hotel checkout, and then calmly exiting the building, that's left a haunting impression in my mind. Today we'll be focusing in on the videos and photographs captured before the unthinkable happens. These are the moments before a disappearance.
Oof.
Before we start, this video is sponsored by Audible, the leading provider
Guys,
of audiobooks and spoken entertainment. Audible has
check him out.
thousands and thousands of
Hey, much love, Nick Crowley. Big kisses. Like, support him. Like, yeah, the YouTuber or like streamer always like, yeah, like living also from the product placement. Always check him out. Support.
This is especially true. It was early December of 2019. when
Is it loud enough?
Adrian Menefo was preparing for a trip with his mother, 83-year-old Felicity.
Okay, now it's too loud, sorry.
Summer had just begun in Melbourne, and so, like many choose to do in the warmer months, the two decided to spend some time on the water. Adrian had owned a small fishing boat and had planned to stay on it for 3 days with his mother. Adrian had cared for Felicity for the whole 7 years prior, and getting her out of the house was likely something that could benefit her. And so, the two boarded their boat in the town of Frankston and prepared to set sail on this new adventure. As Adrian prepped the boat, his sister Christina was there to see the two off. She did have some concerns about the trip, as she worried for her mother, but her mind was eased when Adrian promised her that he would keep in touch and send updates as the trip went on. To commemorate their weekend getaway, Christina snapped a picture of the two as they settled into the boat, seemingly prepared for their time at sea. This was the moment right before they disembarked on their trip. This was the moment before their disappearance.
Like they came in a storm or so?
Christina received a text from Adrian 2 days later saying that the two were having a good time. A good time that didn't last long.
We have new details tonight on the mystery disappearance of an elderly woman and her son, last seen on a small boat near Frankston.
The next day, their boat was found 24 miles away from where they had launched, submerged underneath the water. Adrian and his mother were nowhere to be found, and only one of the life vests on board remained.
Yeah?
Extensive searches of the area were carried out, but still there remained no trace of the two. The mother and son pair had vanished. Now at a glance, this case seems straightforward. Some type of accident, potentially caused by the unpredictable conditions of the sea, caused the ship to capsize. Throwing
Could
the two
also
out
be
to sea,
like
where they likely would have stood little chance. It's a
a
very
current.
simple yet heartbreaking conclusion to come to, and it's one that makes this moment, the photo captured by the sister they left behind, all the more heartbreaking. The thing about disappearances is that they are rarely, if ever, simple. There's always more than what meets the eye, and as it turns out, in this case, its strangest information had yet to be revealed. As it turns out, this trip to sea wasn't actually a vacation for the two. Adrian was taking Felicity out on the boat in order to cleanse her from, quote, evil spirits, spirits that had supposedly attached themselves to her when the two were meditating. It's been revealed that Felicity and Adrian were both what is known as Code Freemasons, a sort of spin-off group from the original Freemasons, and the two were more than just involved. In fact, the elderly Felicity was at one point a worshipful master, which is the most powerful elected official in the Masonic Lodge. So it seems that the two were meditating as part of this belief system, and that's when something supposedly went wrong.
What the fuck?
According to investigators,
Hey Trent, welcome to the stream. Welcome.
For some time,
I hope you're doing good.
Felicity had woken black magic, and Adrian felt responsible for it. The boat trip was a means of reversing. They needed to be on salt water to get rid of the black magic. So this journey to sea was no vacation. It was a ritual. This context makes what was initially viewed as a straightforward disappearance one that is now shrouded in mystery, and it only gets stranger the more you dig.
That is really
It's now come forward
fucking
that the
strange.
boat only had half a tank of fuel, and the two had departed, an amount that surely wouldn't have been enough for a 3-day trip. It was also found that on board the boat there were no sleeping quarters, with it being determined by investigators
Then it was
to
like
not have been suitable
suicidal
for
stuff?
sleeping or living on
Like
a
sacrifice.
3-day trip.
A sacrifice
Not
in a
to
way
mention,
or so?
Felicity was very frail. 3 days at sea on a small boat doesn't sound like a great
Yeah,
idea to begin with.
what?
Hours in the beating sun, then the harsh cold of the nights. These are conditions that could really take its toll on an elderly person. But then you throw in the fact that there was nowhere to sleep. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
And to most, it seemed that this was a trip that was set up to fail.
yeah, like
Because
never
Mark was the one
coming
who
back.
planned the entire thing out. Some believe that he never intended on having his mother survive the trip, and that it was all part
I'm
of
doing
his
great, how are you? That's nice to hear. I'm doing also good.
his
Just
mother
like a
was
little
too
bit
far gone,
enjoying or
completely
getting
consumed
spooked out a little bit.
to the point where it couldn't be reversed. Out of fear for his and his family's lives, he killed Felicity and dumped her body into the ocean. But if this was the case, then where did he go?
Was he like...
Again, this is a question yet to be fully answered.
Is he like...
Upon investigation,
He dived under.
strange was revealed. Just weeks before their trip, Adrian had bought a second boat. A boat that is currently missing.
Uh-huh.
It's possible that Adrian used the second boat to escape and staged the scene
Yeah.
by purposefully
Yeah.
capsizing to make it look like
Safe.
the had been
Safe. Why you need two boats?
Felicity on it.
Yeah, like this is for Monday, Tuesday, and this is only on Saturday. Fuck off.
Wanted
Like...
to make it look that they had gone missing in a freak
Like even millionaires, yeah, okay, they have also like different yachts or so, but yeah, like
that many feel something sinister.
I guess he's not a millionaire. Yeah, okay, could be.
Supposedly planned fell to the evil spirits that Adrian believed to be inside of his mother, to the second boat that had been bought right before the trip and is now.
Well, that's fucked up.
This case has one more secret.
That's so
The
fucked up.
secret within the final picture taken before their disappearance. In the last few weeks, it has been revealed that investigators have been exploring the possibility that in this photo, Felicity Loveday was actually already dead. In the photo, Felicity appears to have her eyes shut and is looking extremely pale. Investigators also noticed that her hands appear to be clenched, which could be a sign of rigor mortis, or the stiffening of the body. Many have chimed in online, including morticians and hospice care workers, who agree that her body does appear consistent with what they've seen with their own patients. If Felicity truly was dead at the time of this photograph, then that means Adrian must have carried her onto the boat and sat her there. Which means that rather than killing Felicity, Adrian may have been planning on dumping her body as part of this ritual, as she may have already been gone. There is one more side to this all. The sister who snapped that final picture.
She didn't realize that.
Following these reports, Christina has come forward and adamantly denied the claims. According to Christina, Felicity had actually been suffering from dementia, and she would frequently fall asleep as she was used to spending the majority of her time napping. So she believed that it was likely her mother had just dozed off. Plus, Felicity spent the majority of her time indoors, so she was naturally already extremely pale. So for now, whether Felicity was alive or not in her final picture
That's
is still a mystery, as well as what truly happened on that
That's a
fateful
complex
night.
one.
Hopefully someday, the truth of this case will be revealed. But for now, we're left
Damn.
with a chilling picture. A photograph that only leaves us with more questions. A photograph that, for now, remains the last moment this mother and son were seen on camera.
Oh! Going on a cruise, let's go. It would be like a cruise ship would be surely nice, but when I think about that, it's like only at one place, like kind of like restricted to go everywhere, except you're like somewhere, like at the coast or so.
Unpredictable and powerful places.
But also like the CO2 emission. I don't know how it's called,
It was the night of
like in
March
English.
23rd, 1998. On board
Emissions
Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody
is like insane. Like how much they just pollute the air.
Amy Lynn Bradley was headed to visit the ship's dance club. Once there, she met up with members of the ship's band, Blue Orchid, after their performance, and had begun drinking with them. It was something that had struck Amy as odd throughout the first few days of the trip. The crew had acted so kindly to her. They were so attentive, almost to the point where it was beginning to get creepy. This is something that she even had mentioned in passing to her family in the days prior, as she was starting to feel uncomfortable. But that night, she seemed to be easing up and letting loose. Upon arriving at the club, Amy enjoyed a long night of dancing and drinking with the band members, and specifically with a man named Alistair Douglas, or as most called him, Yellow. That night, the two were seen having a good time together, spending the majority of the dance party by each other's side. These were moments that were briefly captured on camera by an employee filming a promotional shoot for the ship. The person behind the camera likely had no idea how valuable what they were filming would someday be, because what they were filming would turn out to be some of Amy's last moments ever caught on camera.
Mhm.
Amy would leave the dance club that morning at around 1 a.m. and head to her room, where she spent the night sleeping on the balcony. At roughly 5:30 that morning, her father would wake up to see her fast asleep on her chair, overlooking the water. Half an hour later, he'd awake to find her gone. She left her ID, wallet, and even her shoes, having only taken her cigarettes and
Hmm?
lighter. The family reported her missing just hours later and had begged the captain not to allow anyone to get off at Curacao, which happened to be the ship's next stop. This was because they feared that Amy had been kidnapped and viewed the stop as an opportunity for the kidnapper to escape with their daughter.
Mm.
Their plea was ignored, and passengers freely left
No way.
its arrival, a decision that likely proved costly. At a glance, it seems
Boah, like just imagine human trafficking stuff.
fallen over the railing, or even
Oh
jumped.
no.
However, this was a theory that
Oh my
officials
gosh.
quickly ruled out, as she was an incredibly strong swimmer and even a lifeguard at the time. Also, not to mention the fact that she was deathly afraid of the ocean, and she would never go close to the edge, making it unlikely that she had accidentally fallen over.
Ooh, that's also like something I'm fearing. It can be so easy to get lost there.
With one of her greatest fears, the ocean. With that, and the fact that there was no evidence to suggest that she had fallen over, investigators decided that it wasn't plausible. Instead, they believed that Amy may have been kidnapped and smuggled off of the ship in Curacao. It's a theory that's even backed by multiple reports of someone matching Amy's description being spotted on the island. One report claimed that she was seen inside a brothel, where the witness claims that the woman told him she was in fact Amy, and that she had begged him for help.
No way.
Another person
Yeah, look,
claimed
human
that she
trafficking. They have a deal with like this cruise ship liner or so.
When the men left, this lady again claimed to be Amy and asked the witness for help. However, the men quickly came back into the restroom and hurried her out. Both of these instances were reported, along with countless other sightings in the area, but to this day nothing has come of it.
No way.
But if these claims are to be believed, they would point to the idea that Amy wasn't just kidnapped, that she may have also been trafficked.
Yeah.
As dark as this theory is, it only gets darker, as some claim that the crew members aboard the Rhapsody of the Seas were actually involved.
Yeah, like it needs to. Like just imagine you go, yeah, like this is so oh my gosh. This is so bad. Like it's a genius idea, like because like okay, genius doesn't mean like good always. That is the sad thing. Like they just take advantage that people are going on a ship, vacation, are anyways like in a kind of vulnerable state because they let kind of loose. It's like vacation times, like they're enjoying their time, and like you never would get on something like this when you're just going on with a cruise ship. But when they go from point to point to point to point, then it's of course like for those trafficking guys, like the perfect hotspot. Oh my gosh. That needs to be investigated like so hard, like so much more. It's so creepy. Super creepy and scary, yeah. Like just like how she was saying at the beginning, she felt like that if everyone was already like kind of on the cruise ship, very nice to her. Perhaps like when it's like already like in like there's people from this trafficking circle like also working there or like have a deal with those, and they looking out for a certain fitting person, and they found one, and then they're just really nice, giving free drinks, make you like kind of intoxicated, that you're not even more vulnerable. And like this is fucked up. And I have like for real no accusing or so, but from the feeling that I get from it, like my intuition says, it's like ringing. My intuition is so ringing, like that there is something fishy. Oh my gosh, like this is really, this is
Family's account.
this is scary.
That the crew seemed to be giving Amy special attention.
Exactly.
Something that she had even reported feeling uncomfortable with.
Yeah, look.
Also, remember Yellow, the man who Amy was dancing with, and was also a member of the crew. Well, two witnesses came forward and said that they had seen him with Amy at around 5:45 a.m. the morning of her disappearance, just 15 minutes after Amy was last seen on her balcony.
Oh my gosh. You always got to be aware of yourself and your surroundings. Yeah, that's true. Like even in vacation.
Apologized to Amy's brother for her disappearance, saying, "I'm sorry about what happened to your sister." The issue was that at the time he said this, only the captain and security had been told that he was missing.
Oh my gosh.
It's also worth noting that when Amy was
And where are the
reported
feds?
missing,
Where are
ship's
the
officials
authorities?
refused to not let people off the boat.
Where's the flamethrower?
Claimed that they would search the entire
Nah, like joking aside, like no shot. Why there was not like looking more into that?
that this wasn't actually true. And rather than the extensive search that they had claimed to have done, they only ended up scanning the most popular areas of the ship without doing any real searching.
This is
The
fucked
FBI
up.
even noted this and did their own comprehensive search days later. But at that point, it was likely
Too late.
and there is one more detail. One that
Holy
surely
shit.
stands out. On cruise ships, there are photographers that come around and take your photos, and they do this throughout the entirety of the trip, and then post them on a wall where you could browse them and buy them. There were over 2,000 people on that boat, all who likely had their pictures on these walls, and Amy was no exception. However, the night before her disappearance, every single one of Amy's pictures had been removed. And to this day are unaccounted for, with the very photographer of the ship claiming they have no idea where they could have gone. Out of all the people on board, Amy was the only one with missing photographs. If the trafficking theory is to be believed,
That's
then
so
highly likely
trafficking.
these pictures were taken in order to be used to sell her. It makes this moment a moment where Amy seems so happy, that much darker, as many believe that the man she is dancing with
That is so fucked up. It's kind of walking into the arms of trafficking guys. And if you're their like their type, if you're like fitting like the category, you're getting filtered out in a way, and others are just having their vacation. That is fucked up.
in 2005.
Kind of you need to boycott something like that. Oh my gosh. Super bullcrap too, yeah. Oh my.
A lady that looked a whole lot like Amy. To make matters worse, the person who sent the photo in claimed that they had seen it on an escort site, thus adding more fuel to the already terrifying theory that Amy
my
was in
gosh.
fact a victim of human trafficking.
Yeah.
The theory that all began on the night of March 23rd in a cruise ship's dance club.
Oh my gosh, ey. I hope Amy gets free or get founded. Ey, there's some
Thought of being kidnapped, taken against your will.
some destinies are insane. Like what happened?
It's something that's always terrified me. And unlike Amy's case, there are many examples out there of kidnappings being caught on camera. The exact moment someone was taken, the exact moment before they disappeared. Most notably, on November 12, 2019, a doorbell camera captured what appears to have been the kidnapping of a girl in a residential neighborhood in LA.
Why she went outside?
It's a case that has since gained national recognition, with Nexpo even including it in one of his disturbing things from around the internet videos. To this day, this clip remains unsolved, as authorities are still yet to determine who the girl screaming for help even was.
The stupid shit needs to stop, yeah, for real.
I fell down a rabbit
Like, there will be always like stuff like this when the criminality, the criminal rate is like so high. It's like so scary stuff.
Life was anything but easy for the then 8-year-old Alicia Rudd. By the start of 2014, she was living in a bed-bug-infested homeless shelter with her mother, a place that was considered by most to be barely livable. Throughout their time at the shelter, her mother, Shamika Young, had befriended a man named Khalil Tatum. He would frequently bring Alicia gifts and had been one of the few bright spots in the family's very dim life. Tatum was a janitor at the homeless shelter, and he was known to be a very generous man, especially when it came to the children in the shelters. But as time went on, Tatum's seemingly kind-hearted ways led Shamika to make a tragic mistake. She began to trust him. The trust grew to the point where Shamika ended up allowing Tatum to take her daughter out to different events. On one occasion, he'd even taken the 8-year-old girl to see Disney on Ice. It had gotten to the point that, according to Shamika's sister, Alicia was starting to spend entire weekends with Tatum. The situation was strange, given that Tatum was 50 years old at the time. But at first, the arrangement seemed to be working out for Alicia. It's long since been reported that she hated staying at the homeless shelter, and that she had faced abuse and neglect from her own mother. And maybe Alicia would have been happy to just get out of the shelter for a few nights out of the week. But things were about to change. Eventually, one night, Shamika had trusted Tatum with taking Alicia to her grandmother's house to spend the night. Tatum agreed and left the shelter with the young girl. After that night, Tatum suddenly stopped showing up to the shelter, and there was no sign of 8-year-old Alicia. Her mother appeared unconcerned, however, assuming
That it hits
Alicia
then
was
always
still
the
at her house.
kiddies. I can't believe
As
that.
time went on, Alicia's school started to take notice of her absence, began questioning where the little girl had gone, and with their own investigation, they realized that Alicia had actually gone missing, and that she wasn't actually at her grandmother's house. Alicia had officially disappeared, and a suspect behind her disappearance
Yeah, it's the dude.
wasn't hard to find. Security tape would soon be released that showed Alicia and Tatum walking inside of a hotel days after Tatum had taken them. The tape shows Tatum opening the door to their room and the two stepping in.
Oh my gosh.
This would be
From
the last moment
most of all kiddies are like, they're so like, defenseless. Like, it's so shitty and low to take advantage on stuff like this. That is so fucking gross, eh?
Cops immediately went looking for
Like,
Tatum
it's so, like, already
discovered that Tatum had been
this
staying
dude,
at a nearby
it's like
motel,
it's so gross for me.
one that militia had last had seen. But as police opened the door, they found something unexpected. It wasn't militia, or even Tatum for that matter, but it was Tatum's wife, Andrea, who was in the room with a gunshot wound to the head. She was already dead by the time her body was discovered. She had been murdered in cold blood. This changed the course of the investigation. Because
What?
now they not only viewed Tatum as a kidnapper, but also
Murder.
as a murderer.
What?
Police obtained a warrant and soon were able to track him down to a small shed at a local park. Inside, they found Tatum, the one and possibly only person to know where militia was, the man who had all the answers they were looking for. But there was one issue.
That.
Tatum was dead.
We begin tonight with new developments in the search for 8-year-old Louis.
Bro, like.
Found tonight in the park has been identified tentatively, according to DC police, as Khalil Tatum.
Ah, it's not. Oh my gosh. And she was never found, or?
To kill his wife, dead of an apparent suicide. It's a lot to handle and a lot to make sense of, but while viewing the timeline, here's what investigators think might have happened. After Tatum had taken militia, he potentially began sexually exploiting her, possibly even pimping her out to others. This is something that the wife may have soon caught on to, and since Tatum couldn't have this information getting out, he killed her. After the murder, not of guilt for all the atrocities he committed, Tatum then took his own life.
Bro,
It's a
so
theory that makes
fucked
sense.
up.
It's forgetting one key detail.
Yeah, where is she?
What happened to Relisha? Well, it was also discovered that Tatum had purchased a shovel
Oh,
and
no.
heavy-duty trash bags days after taking Relisha. It was also reported that he had spent a high amount of time at the park where he had allegedly killed himself. Putting this all together, many believe that
Oh.
he killed Relisha and buried her somewhere within the
Oh my gosh.
However, her body has yet to turn up, and investigators still have hope that she may be alive somewhere out there, with some believing that she may have
I'm getting so angry about like people like this. This is like so.
for sure
Like,
what happened.
how could you even like just have the thought of hurting like a kid or so? It's like so fucked up. I'm getting so angry about stuff like this. It's like just so fucking low life behavior.
Who would have known
This is so bad, eh?
and then killing himself, and this little girl would go missing, never to be seen to this day.
Like the mother is like forever like traumatized. Like it's something that no mother should be going through. This makes me very upset too. Yeah, like it was like also from her why she was giving her kid like for a whole weekend to a stranger. That is the same thing I said in the Pokemon part before. If a stranger gives you water or like stuff like this, like a drink or like candy or so, don't take it. Except it's like kind of like advertisement when there's like people standing on the train station and giving out like samples of yeah, a new drink or so, then it's yeah like okay, then it's yeah in a base where it's like relatable, but not a random guy just out of nowhere. No. And also the same goes with like, even if you trust the person as the mom, like your kitty could not do anything, or give the kid like something to defend itself. I don't know, pepper spray or something like this. Like when it's not needed, then it's like holy shit, I would never ever get to this place. Like I would be so protective about my kids. Like perhaps like even too protective, but holy shit, I would never, oh my gosh, like this would, exactly, videos like this makes me like even more confirmed. If I would have kids, like I would build like a prison wall around of them, like that sounds like also bad. I mean, like from me, like I'm protecting them like Mama Bear then does by their children. I can't believe that. The video was really good. A lot of like also hard to swallow cases, like with Amy before, with her now here. I'm just so very sad, and also like it's I'm just so, how to say that in the right words. I feel so sorry for the families like here, because they are also like, yeah, like families are also taking pain and get damaged because of stuff like this. You don't hurt only the person, you hurt like the whole family with it, like, oh, not even family, all the beloved ones that had like whether a good relation with the person. You damage like a huge chain, and it's like sometimes you just wish justice, but life is so miserable sometimes. I feel just so very sorry for the people, for the family, all the beloved ones, and also like for the people itself. Like Amy could even be that she's still alive. I hope that they're like, oh shit, I really hope that some higher power, I don't know, the spaghetti monster or RNGS, or I don't know, like, you know guys, I'm not very religious, but I hope karma will kind of make their justice, that Amy like comes free, that someone sees her, spotted her. Oh, I just hope like there's at least somewhere a happy end, but we know like how life is. Nick Crowley, just check him out. I'm not sure if the next video could be also from, yeah, the next video is also from Nick Crowley. It's like another one. This one was, yeah, like the moments before the disappearance. Just shout out, support him. He's surely like also would be happy about it. Just much love. Next one, the Antarctica theory. Never heard before. Let's go looking into it.
More remote and mysterious than the continent of Antarctica. Spanning over 5 million square miles, this massive land and ice is over twice the size of Australia, yet it holds a grand total of 0 permanent residents. Its brutally frigid conditions and strict visitation laws have made it impossible to fully explore, leading many to question what secrets it may be hiding in its icy landscape.
Why restrictions law to go there? Huh? I don't get that.
In the mid to late 1950s, the United States was heavily invested in nuclear technology, and specifically nuclear weapons.
Boah,
In
how
the midst
that
of the Cold
looks
War,
like.
it was imperative for the country to gain superior knowledge on the subject than the Russians.
It's kind of
Because of this, the United
looking
States was constantly building and experimenting
in a
with
way
all things
like
nuclear.
special, but you know also what it has from like after effect.
U.S. government experiments, with few being as controversial as the experiments conducted in Operation Argus.
Like to see like a atomic bomb explosion is something so insane.
High altitude regions. With these experiments, an estimated 3 nuclear missiles were fired in the vicinity of Antarctica. However, the results of this experiment were never finalized, and the whereabouts of the location in which the missiles hit is still very much a mystery. Following this test, the task force in charge of the program was quickly dissolved, and the majority of the documents associated with the project were destroyed. Included in these documents was also the film.
Now speaking of
which
that,
showed
this one
actual
scary
footage
make
of the
me super
test.
scared of
So this
happening.
alone
Yeah,
is pretty
like
sketchy. The destruction of evidence, the
it's
hiding of
just
evidence as to
like
what
Frank said,
is something
you
that
always got to
definitely
be
raises
aware
red
of yourself and your
flags. But it's also
surroundings.
something
It's
that's
really
not
like
just
that.
surprising for that time period.
I think
Where the
everyone
whole
wished
situation gets very
a world
strange
where
is when you take a look
you
at
don't need
previous
to be
that took
like
place in Antarctica
worrying
and has
if
confused
something's
the public
happening,
to this day.
but always be
In
aware.
1946,
Like
the United States Navy sent troops to Antarctica.
it's just
to supposedly
scary
set up a
sometimes,
military
like
base
what
and
people
train
can do
them in
against
weather
other
conditions
people's.
as part of Operation High Jump. Now, this wasn't a small convoy or anything like that. All in all, 4,700 troops were sent up to the frigid landscape in December of that year. The operation lasted just barely a few months as the weather conditions supposedly got too severe. Which, I mean, I'm not sure what they were expecting there, if we're being honest. I mean, it's Antarctica. In total, it was reported that 4 men lost their lives in the short expedition. However, some believe that the number is actually much higher than that, and that in their time up there, the United States Navy was attacked. It is theorized that upon the trip through the harsh landscape of Antarctica, the brigade was attacked by unknown crafts, which forced them to retreat out of the area. The attack was highlighted in a now leaked Soviet report where KGB agents had gained knowledge from U.S. soldiers present at the site of the attack.
Because if this ever happened, there is nothing we can do about it. Yeah.
Hostile forces, they
Like-
reportedly opened fire on the crafts.
Like you mean like when someone gets
However, the advanced
kidnapped?
technology of these
Yeah, like
crafts
it's
proved
really
way too
rarely
much for
that
the
you
fleet
can
to
do
handle,
something.
and they were
Like
forced to
after
retreat
that,
after losing several aircrafts and men in
it
the
happens like only
After
some
the fleet
hours
returned back to the United
are
States,
like
one of the
really
leaders of the
essential, and then
expedition,
it gets
Admiral
lower and lower
began discussing
the
with
chance
media
that it
the
can
United States should set up defense
yeah
bases
get to a happy
in the
end.
regions, and that flying crafts from the area posed a serious threat to the United States.
What?
After these shocking and controversial statements, Bird was thrown into a mental institution and never heard from again. Piecing together the alleged attack on Operation
Wait,
the
wait.
subsequent
They needed to retreat there because of like flying saucers. Wait, I need to re-listen that quickly. Wait a minute.
which forced them to retreat out of the area. The attack was highlighted in a now leaked Soviet report where KGB agents had gained knowledge from U.S. soldiers present at the site of the attack. The U.S. soldiers claimed that while they were being attacked by these hostile forces, they reportedly opened fire on the crafts, ultimately shooting one down into the water below. However, the advanced technology of these crafts proved way too much for the fleet to handle, and they were forced to retreat after losing several aircrafts and men in the attack. After the fleet returned back to the United States, one of the leaders of the
I never
expedition,
heard-
Admiral Byrd, began discussing with the media that the United States should set up defense bases in the polar regions, and that flying crafts from the area posed a serious threat to the United States. After these shocking and controversial statements, Byrd was thrown into a mental institution and never heard from again. Piecing together the alleged attack on Operation High Jump,
I'm also talking about the nuclear war stuff. Yeah. Who? Yeah. Yeah, there I can say it also. Like this is there. Those are like forces that we take usage from that we can't control in a way. We can control like the detonation, but the after effects we are so like also useless against that. We can't do anything. That everything is then radiated, and so it's like really bad. It's like one of the worst things that we invented.
makes it still intriguing to me.
I mean, like the bomb,
Plus, I can't
the
get over why they would
nuclear
send people up there to set base.
power
I can't get
plants,
over why they
they
would
are
fight
like
those
something
people
else.
up
That is like
in
nuclear
Antarctica.
power used in a
Research
better way
when they didn't
when it
even
doesn't
end up
explode,
posting any
of course.
actual research from their findings. And what about the tapes? Okay, you know what? Let me chill real quick. So obviously I have a lot of questions about this theory that I wish I could have answered. And perhaps the biggest one to me is what actually was this unknown force that may or may not have attacked the Navy that day. And the theories into this are just flat out crazy.
Yeah, like aliens.
Many of the most popular conspiracy theories surround
Just
the
imagine they have a
Antarctica
base like
deal
for
with alien
years
life.
down there
It's vast
and just chill their life, and from there they observing us.
that could really hold alien life that would go completely undetected. Like, aliens could just be chilling up there right now, and guess what? We'd have no idea. I mean, I'm not saying they are, but we really can't say that they aren't.
Yeah.
Now, throughout the years,
That's-
many have pointed to things like
Just
pyramids
imagine it. That would be so
they
fucking
are
plot
bases
twist.
of aliens.
Holy
They think that
moly.
aliens actually created these things. And further structures have also been spotted on things like Google Earth that seem to look like man-made or alien-made buildings or layers. And due to our inability
That's
to
crazy.
explore these regions and confirm or deny
Just
whether
like
these
openings
are
that
structures or not,
lead into the
causes our
earth,
imagination to
like
kind of run
hangars
wild
or
with
so.
What could have made them and what could be living in them. Now, me personally, I tend to view these structures as just kind of weird shaped.
Yeah,
But I
it
will
can.
give some credit
Yeah.
that quite a few of them do look pretty convincing.
It looks very
Now,
good.
just recently, a photo from Google Earth went viral of what appears to be a spaceship crashed in the snow on an island just outside of Antarctica. With this photo, you see a definite trail behind a large tube-like object, making it appear that whatever this thing was, it had just crash landed. Now, this
But it
photo
could
has
also
quickly
be like
become
a.
synonymous with alien life in the
Could be
region.
also like a
Though some
stone
experts
or
believe
ice
this
formation that
as a
broke
rock
off.
that simply slid down a mountain in an avalanche.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting photo that has many who believe that
It's a
aliens are
whale.
truly out there.
It's
exciting.
Moby
And
Dick,
there's no shortage
his
of other photos like
sister.
this that supposedly show crashed UFOs in the snowy Arctic. Many believe that these crafts are the work of alien life forms thriving in this desolate region. These people also tend to believe that these aliens were also responsible for the attack on the U.S. Navy. It's a frightening concept, thinking that hostile alien
Oh, look,
life forms may be
my
living in
neighbor.
Antarctica, and the idea that they have attacked
It's my guy Waylord. It's give Waylord time.
no defense bases anywhere in the region, nothing would be stopping them from attacking, say, a research team of ours in the area. But to me, the idea of aliens being responsible for these mysterious crafts is not even close to being the most interesting theory.
What? Zombies? Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Okay, this shit goes crazy. Let me just start by introducing the theory, and then I'm going to backtrack and explain how it could be possible. So stick with me here.
I'm even more terrified about this than the aliens.
Were able to escape to Antarctica after World War II. It's said that the Nazis also took with them advanced weaponry from the war. Weaponry like flying saucers that were responsible for the attack.
Are you fucking kidding me? Is that really a
Okay, so
theory?
confusing and weird, I know, but let's unpack this for a minute. Even before the start of World War II, Hitler had a fascination with Antarctica. There, he sent multiple fleets to survey the landscape and supposedly look for larger and
What?
due to the fact that the country's supply would soon be cut off during the war. On these missions, it is theorized that Hitler saw an opportunity, as the vast continent provided the perfect conditions for a hideout should things go wrong. Now, fast forwarding a bit here to the actual war, it is no secret that Nazis were innovators and they were obsessed with creating new and crazy technology. These technologies included things like wonder weapons and all sorts of other shocking and disturbing things. And it is believed that at one point the Nazis set their sights on creating an advanced aircraft that would be ultra powerful and especially difficult to bring down. These crafts would have been something completely new to our world if they were actually able to create.
Are you fucking
In
kidding
this
me?
theory, believers claim that they actually did. They believe that the Nazis were able to build these flying saucers in secret and use their overpowered weaponry to defeat their enemies. And looking at all the other crazy stuff that they were able to invent,
Why is it lagging?
I mean, it's still improbable, but it's definitely not impossible that they were actually able to accomplish something like this. Okay, so if they had this advanced weapon,
I'm
how did
baffled
they
right
end up
now.
in
What the
Well,
fuck?
perhaps after World War II
It,
ended,
like for
the
real?
Nazis fled their homeland.
Nazis in UFOs? that sounds for me like doomsday. That sounds for me like for real like a doomsday. Oh my gosh. Like where did the theories went? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I never thought about this when we started to watch the video and I think would go in so I'm like baffled. I heard a lot of theories and so, but this one is like kind of what the fuck. I heard already like there's a hollow earth, there should be the Nazis, behind of the moon should be the Nazis. And now in UFOs in the Antarctica? Oh my gosh, I can't believe
the
it.
idea of Nazi soldiers and officials escaping Germany after World War II is something that is definitely not out
But you need to think.
So many of them have
Don't like when they like just being realistic right now. Like if that would be the case, if there like would be a handful of people would go to the Antarctica, how long did they survive there? Did they brought like their whole family there? How is the population even like working? That is like a thing. It's like kind of sheer on like impossible, because you need to bring like a huge crew there that you can save or like make the population like that it's like yeah, keeping up, like having always a new generation, or else yeah, like the troop has only like the time of their like body that gives like just their lives, and then the squad is gone or what. It doesn't make sense in a way. Like aliens, okay, because aliens you never know, switch like go quickly like outer space, coming in with other guy, hey, this is the new co-worker, Jerry, those are your new co-workers. I don't know, like it's kind of, it doesn't make sense. They needed, yeah, like to put there so many families to serve, yeah, like that the population stays upright. They needed, yeah, to transverse or transport a whole fucking city, or even more, that this is like served. That's very true. Like it really doesn't make sense in a way. It's kind of like how Fallout 4 was. Like if you want to have a bunker, like a shelter, a fallout shelter, you need to have like that much people in it, that it's like even like for this certain time span, like yeah, like there, or like the conspiracy theorists come around the corner. Yeah, they invented machines that make like artificially babies. What you should say then, like I don't know, like for me, that is kind of so far-fetched, but that this is even a thing, holy moly, I'm like speechless. Like aliens, I would see more. I would see more now, or just, I don't know, the people that went there, they didn't knew how it will be. They went there surely like with certain amount of food, drink, certain clothing, but they didn't thought that the weather will be that harsh. And perhaps like under harsh conditions, people start to hallucinate. I'm not sure. Like whether they smoked a lot indoor, not indoor, a lot of like, or took ayahuasca, or I don't know what they did. But holy shit, that was a trip. But if they're like really, look, it's so strange because the foundation for those theories kind of is already mysterious, because the dude that was saying about those crafts or stuff that attacked them, they put him straight into like in asylum or so, that in a mentally ill institution, and let him rot there or what. It's kind of, this is already like a sign, like it's the same when you're like arrested and just ran off. You're just like instantly like proofing, even if it's a crazy dude, it's like even instantly proof of guilty. Even if it's not like, even if you didn't do anything, but it gives like the impression instantly, and this impression most of all because, yeah, like when there's not like really lighted about it, like that you see clearly everything aspect, and it has like gaps in it, even with the project got like burned away or the documents got deleted, it leaves so much open, and of course the people add then stuff like this, but holy shit, I'm so speechless. That's like holy. But I would say if there is something, perhaps aliens or ice bears that are just fucking buffed up. They got like, they have like their source. It's like pure steroids, like a waterfall of steroids. It's like just crashing down, and they're just bathing there and coming out like as bodybuilders and start to fly around. Shit poop, like rainbow poop or so. I don't know, like what the fuck, eh?
Also, in 2016, Russians actually discovered a legitimate abandoned Nazi base in Antarctica. So they had at least one legitimate settlement there, and it might not be too far-fetched to believe that maybe they have more that just haven't been discovered yet. So perhaps when the US Navy was visiting the area way back in 1956, they stumbled a little
I can't
too
believe
close to
that.
the Nazis' secret base, and the Nazis used their advanced aircrafts to fire at the crews and deter them from coming any closer and truly discovering their hideout. And stretching it even further, maybe the US retaliated by shooting those missile tests in the area in order to secretly and quietly kill off the remaining Nazi troops.
No
It is so
way.
crazy to think about. It is so weird. It is so probably not true, but it so totally could be. Maybe someday we'll find out if there was any truth to these wild theories.
I'm
But until then,
baffled.
many of us will remain fascinated by the mysteries of Antarctica.
You need to think about the location. You need to think about the location of Antarctica and Germany. Germany is like the upper hemisphere of our world, and Antarctica is the south hemisphere. Well, okay, that's like, I didn't knew that. That is kind of like, in a way it's sick and crazy also that there was even like a base there. Well, like this was also a good video, even if it sounded so fucking far-fetched with the shit, but that was a good video. I enjoyed it a lot, mostly, yeah, because of talking with you guys, but that it takes such a turn. Holy shit. Yeah, it's also hard to swallow out of nowhere. I think we watch now. From when is that? 11 days. Yeah, there's a new Lazy Masquerade video. We're gonna watch this one, and then I would say we go into the memes. Like a little bit meme, a little bit just like hee hee ha ha, a little bit for coming down for this insanely theories and stories and also spooky stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it so far, like the little spooky session here. It's just insane, like I'm The theories are just getting sometimes so out of hand. Okay, guys. Lazy Masquerade. Last photos and videos with disturbing backstories. Much love for Lazy Masquerade. Just big kisses. Let's go into it. If it's too quiet, just say it, guys. Lazy Masquerade.
If, like me, you want to enjoy your favourite music and podcasts uninterrupted,
Also,
you'll be
the
thrilled
same
to hear
goes
about
for
the latest
Lazy
upgrade from
Masquerade
today's
and
sponsor,
also
Raycon.
by Nick Crowley.
Raycon's everyday
Just
earbuds have
support
always
him.
delivered
He's
top-notch
surely
audio
like happy
quality
about
that
it.
rivals.
We're gonna skip that now because of reaction, but just support Lazy Masquerade. Much love. The darkest selfie. Huh?
This was the Western Complex of Continuous Education, situated in Moscow, Russia. An institution for students too disruptive to attend ordinary high school. A place for the unruly and academically uninterested to learn a trade skill such as woodworking. One of the school's former students was 18-year-old Andrei Emelianikov, a quiet and introverted young man who was sent to the complex because of his terrible attendance record at his previous school. The problem Andrei had was that he was far more interested in playing video games than studying. Now, of course, most boys his age would rather be playing Dark Souls than learning about dark matter, but Andrei whittled away nearly all of his waking hours in front of his computer screen and barely ever showed up at any of his classes.
What did he play?
An institution with tougher, no-nonsense educators was just the boot up the backside that Andrei needed. At least, that's what everyone hoped. Though he had few friends in the real world, Andrei was extremely active on gaming forums and had built himself a fairly large social circle online. One of those internet friends, Margarita, described him as a completely ordinary guy with a good sense of humour. Though obviously, when you're dealing with people through a monitor, you can never truly be sure they are the person that they present themselves to be. Indeed, Andrei seemed to be living vicariously through the sites he visited and the games he played. His avatar was the fanatical antagonist from Silent Hill 4, The Room, Walter Sullivan, a calm and shy killer who, in the game, carved a string of numbers into his victims, and who ended his own existence by severing an artery in his neck. But what his fellow forum users didn't know was that Andrei didn't just
Luna, I hope
appreciate
you have
Walter
a very
Sullivan.
good night. Hey
He
Trent,
idolized
much love for being here. I hope it
In the
was
latter
not
months
like
of
too spooky
2017,
or fucked
Andrei
up,
began complaining
but
to his friends
I hope you
online
enjoyed
about
it,
his health and
and
safety lecturer,
I wish you a wonderful
Sergei
night,
Danilov.
sleep well, sweet dreams
The
when you
pair
get
had gotten
there.
into numerous
See you
disputes
surely
that
like,
semester.
yeah, the next days or
A
so.
former army officer and father of three, Mr.
Much
Danilov
love.
didn't tolerate bad behaviour, backchat or tardiness, and it's believed that Andrei's apathy during his classes was the cause of much friction. One of their so-called conflicts had gotten so heated that Mr. Danilov was preparing to have Andrei expelled from the Polytechnic. Andrei would tell his friends, "I'm gonna kill that guy sooner or later." But since dark and edgy humour made up about half of their friendship circle's conversations, nobody took him
It was
seriously.
so nice to talk to you and seeing
Such
you.
jokes were
Much
common on
love
our
for
forum,
that, Trent.
recounted one
Just
former
big
user.
kisses.
We
And
didn't pay those
yeah,
comments
see
much
you surely,
attention.
like soon again.
One
You
thing
know,
the other
like I'm
users did
always
pick up
here.
on was how Andrei began
Big
ending his
kisses
messages
for
with the
joining.
hashtag
Big kisses to you, Luna. Big
11117.
kisses back.
When they asked him what the number was meant to signify,
Wait,
Andrei never explained. But its purpose soon became crystal clear.
Oh.
On November 1st, 2017, Andrei attended his Wednesday classes on Gavardeskaya Street as per usual.
Is that
but his
the
studies
school
were the last
shooter?
thing on his mind. During a
That is
break
also
period,
so fucked
Andrei
up.
made his way to Mr. Danilov's classroom on campus and found the lecturer alone, his back facing the door. With a toothpick in his mouth and a kitchen knife in his hand,
Like
Andrei
instead
quietly
of
approached
facing,
Mr. Danilov from behind
like
and, in a furious rage,
the
plunged the blade
consequences or
into
like
his
the
neck.
struggle is your own. You try
The
to
44-year-old
drag
health and
everyone
safety
else
teacher
in
collapsed
this
to the floor,
suffering
unable to scream for
space.
help.
It's like kind of so egoistic.
Andrei then posed
stuff
for
like
two
this.
selfies, one with his victim's body, which I can't show here, and a second, which I can. Andrei posted this image to his VK page immediately after taking Sergei Danilov's life, along with a song by Chicago-based band November's Doom. In the image, a gleeful Andrei posed with a power saw, which he had taken from the school's workshop, his toothpick still hanging from his mouth. But he didn't take this photo as a sick memento to look back on in years to come, but rather as a memento mori for others to think on. Minutes after posting this photo, Andre would use that same saw to slice his own throat.
What?
Another teacher would later enter the class and find Mr. Danilov lying in the middle of the room, and Sergei under one of the desks. Medics were summoned,
So
but the two men
fucking
were deemed
creepy.
DOA. Speaking of their fallen teacher, Mr. Danilov, an anonymous student said, "He was a very kind person. He was strict, but he was fair. He was like a father to us. I have no single bad thought about him. Regardless of what was happening, he was our support. He always tried to help us." The band November's Doom also spoke out about the incident, stating in a press release, "To the families and friends of all involved, our utmost and sincere apologies for the pain you're going through, and we as a collective
Yeah, look,
hope you find the
everyone is
strength to
like
get through this
hurted
unfortunate event.
from like one person.
We do not,
It's
and
like
would never
really
condone
like
this
a
sort of use of
huge
our art and our
egoistic
music.
trip. When
We
someone
create the
does
style
like
of music
this,
we do to reach
I
people
have
on
like
an
no
emotional level,
sympathy for
and the thought of
people
it
like
being
this.
used for something like this sickens us beyond words." The authorities have since determined that Andre was motivated by a so-called online death group, whose members egged each other on to play games of
Next
life or death,
stretching time.
though how they came to that conclusion
Much love,
remains
Frank.
unclear.
Just a little bit stretching is always good. It's like like the camera is nicely like
Born in
In the
1954,
middle.
Rosario Engenal grew up in a relatively poor household.
right now not
Thanks to her high
comfortable.
IQ,
Okay,
good
no.
looks, and bubbly personality though, Charo, as she preferred to be called, had managed to make a decent life for herself.
Mm-hmm.
She married a man named Luis Rodriguez, and in 1981 they welcomed their daughter, Xantal, into the world. Thanks to her fluency in foreign languages, Charo landed herself a well-paying job at the Spanish superstore, Brica.
Mm-hmm.
Things fell apart for Charo in 1995 when she ran off with an executive from her company, a Frenchman named Jean. Jean got Charo hooked on cocaine, and before long, her fondness for the substance
How is
spiraled out
that
of
like
control.
the word?
She would go on to lose her job.
I think it was
Having
like
had
on
his fun,
purpose.
Jean abandoned Charo on the streets of Paris, leaving her with nothing but a lifelong addiction to remember him by.
Hmm?
Charo returned to Barcelona and tried to reconnect with her husband and daughter, but by that point, they had turned their back on her. Now homeless and jobless, Charo would spend the next 5 years alone, sleeping inside a Caixa Bank ground floor vestibule, a small enclosed area that housed an ATM. The bank was located in the affluent San Gervasi neighborhood, and Charo had once worked there before falling on hard times.
Mm-hmm.
In the early hours of December 16th, 2005, a now 51-year-old Charo was again sleeping on a bed of cardboard in that same enclosed booth. At about 1:30 a.m., two 18-year-olds whom she had never met, Ricard Pinilla and Oriol Plana, entered the booth and began to hurl insults at Charo. They kicked her, threw garbage at her, and struck her with a plastic bottle and a traffic cone, after which the two men went outside to find more items to hit her with.
Are you fucking
This photo
serious?
captured the moment that Charo managed to lock them both outside of the vestibule, and, unable to get back inside, the men departed. This was unfortunately far from the first time that such an occurrence had happened to Charo. She had often been attacked by other territorial homeless people and angry drunks. As such, she knew that calling the police wouldn't achieve anything, and so, now believing herself to be safe, Charo simply laid down and went back to sleep. Several hours later, at 4:20 a.m., a 16-year-old named Juan Jose Mera knocked on the booth's door and told Charo that he needed to use the ATM. Charo let him in, unaware that Juan Jose was in cahoots with Ricard and Oriol. This image of Charo opening the door is the last captured of her.
No,
alive.
but then it was
Juan
like
Jose,
intended.
Ricard, and Oriol entered the booth and began mocking and attacking Charo once again.
But why?
Ricard and Juan Jose then left briefly, and 30 minutes later returned with 25 litres of Universal Thinner 039, an industrial paint.
Fuck?
As Oriol held the door open, Juan Jose and Ricard doused Charo in the flammable
Hey,
substance.
I hope those people,
Ricard
those
then ignited
three,
her
are
using his
getting
cigarette.
locked away for the
They fled the scene,
eternity.
laughing
That they
as
rot
Charo was
away in a
engulfed
cell.
flames that burned at 400 degrees Celsius. Firefighters arrived at the scene shortly thereafter and found Charo clinging to life with 70% of her body covered in burns. She would pass away 28 hours later while receiving treatment. The whole incident was captured by one of the bank's surveillance cameras. The footage sparked nationwide outrage in Spain, and the attackers were quickly identified and arrested. Once in custody, Ricard and Oriol were severely beaten by other inmates, and one of them had their head shaved. Juan Jose's case was handled by the juvenile court. During their trial,
The one dude
Ricard and
was
Oriol's
beaten
defense
up,
team
at
attempted to
least
downgrade
that.
their charge from murder to manslaughter.
Sorry, I'm
claiming
not
the fire
against
was started accidentally.
like for violence or so.
The jury saw
but,
through that, especially
like,
when the
if someone
prosecution
is
revealed
like
videos
just
found on Ricard's
hurting
phone.
one person,
Videos which showed the
just
trio attacking
out
and
of
humiliating
nothing.
other homeless people.
This person,
This
sorry,
would come
but
to light.
i-
The three
anything
defendants
can
were
happen. I
ideologically
would be
opposed to
like, okay,
homelessness.
sorry.
But rather than try and help
This
the
is,
less
like,
fortunate
so
through charitable
fucked up.
means, they decided they wanted to simply wipe them from the streets of Spain. In November 2008, Ricard and Oriol were each given a 17-year sentence for intentionally ending Charo's life, while Juan Jose received 8 years behind bars and 5 years of supervised release. Given this incident occurred more than 18 years ago, all three of them are now free men. In
No.
fact, Ricard was released early in 2016, having served just 11 years. He justified his past actions by saying he was insecure and had low self-esteem, and claims to feel extreme remorse. Though personally, I'm skeptical.
I'm also.
Charo's daughter, Santal, has since expressed that the three killers did more than just end Charo's life that day. They also destroyed any chance of the mother and daughter reconciling. Perhaps, on a day like today, my mother could have decided to accept help and become again the woman she had once been. But that opportunity was taken away from her.
I'm so sorry for her, for Charon, or how she was correctly called,
This
for
is the
the
last
family.
photo of Nirupama
But
Rajapati,
those three
captured mere moments
people,
before her life came to an abrupt end.
I
On January 3rd,
I would
2021,
made a
Nirupama and her friends were
complete
picnicking
different
near a scenic
decision by
waterfall
those
in
three.
India's Kanakund, otherwise known as the Grand Canyon of Odisha. After their meal, the group decided to walk towards the banks of the raging Ib River and take some pictures for their social media pages. Immediately after this image was taken, Nirupama turned her focus to capturing the perfect selfie along the Ib's rocky ledge. One of her companions filmed what happened next.
Oh no, is she falling
A
in?
man, who also happened to be taking selfies beside the churning waters, lost his balance and inadvertently nudged Nirupama, causing her to lose her footing and tumble into the rapids.
Oh,
The
because
water
of
was shallow,
Dude.
but incredibly strong, and though Nirupama managed to cling to the rocks briefly, she was soon overpowered by the current and swept downstream.
No!
Following a grueling 22-hour search by the fire brigade and her loved ones, Nirupama's remains were located the following day in a stone crevice 400 meters downstream.
Hey, the dude that
wedged under a rock.
fall down and took her
She
with
had been
him.
carried over the nearby waterfall. Unfortunately, Nirupama's case is just one in a long line of selfie-related fatalities in India. In recent years, tourists have fallen from great heights, been struck by cars and trains, and been mauled by wildlife, all while trying to snap the perfect selfie. In 2018, for instance, a man in the same state of Odisha was attacked by a wild bear after he tried to pose for a photo with it. A disturbing video later surfaced of an angry crowd beating the animal to death as punishment. In a separate incident, a Japanese tourist was trying to take a selfie at the Taj Mahal when he lost his footing and tumbled to his doom down a staircase. And those are but two examples. According to a study published by the Journal of Travel Medicine, there have been at least 379 selfie-related deaths over the past 13 years, far more than the 90 fatal encounters with sharks during that same time frame. Unfortunately, the pursuit of the perfect picture can cause some individuals to disregard safety precautions, prioritizing likes over their own lives. And of all the countries examined in the study, India had the most selfie-related deaths by far, accounting
Really?
for 26.4% of the total, followed by the United States at 10.3%. As a result, the Indian government, as well as numerous other governments around the world, are now beginning to take action against this growing epidemic by implementing no selfie zones, particularly in areas with steep drops and bodies of water. These measures
That
are
is
designed to encourage people to
crazy.
take in their surroundings and view
That
life through
is
their own eyes
literally
rather than through a phone
crazy.
screen. Not only so that they can enjoy a more authentic travel experience, but a safer one too.
Everyone wants to take
essence,
more
they're saying
pictures
that it's
than
better
just
to
to
live in the moment
enjoy the
than to
scenery.
risk dying in it.
That is so we are so in a bizarre world sometimes. I'm like so speechless. I'm like, look, I don't want to say like I was born in a time where it was not a lot of technology, but by me, like I was born and it was already technology around, but I was still in a time where the phones haven't been the most precious thing in the world. I had like literally my first phone was a Nokia. I had still a Nokia, and it was one of the newest shit back then, because the Nokia, like the old one, I didn't have that. When you think about the old one, like the indestructible one, no, I didn't have that. I had a like really like it was already like this thin, and it had like it was like this long, like a small screen, like a lot of buttons on the button, and on the side of the screen you could, that was the newest shit back then, there was a play and stop button in the middle, and to the left was the back button, and on the right side the proceed button, or like the next song button, I don't know how it's called, and it was just a phone, like where I could write here and there, like my mom or my dad back then, or just like there was like back then really like new, oh, you can trade like your songs with Bluetooth, like stuff like this was back then the biggest shit. And also when you went with your phone into the internet, it was costing so much. It costed so fucking much to go in those times on like Google or just like into the internet, search something. First of all, nothing was showing correctly, because yeah, like the internet pages haven't been like for phones, because that was just like straight not a thing. Like the internet sites have been just for computer stuff. But you could just still go with the phone into internet. I don't know, like certain sites have been working better than others, but like that was it. It had a camera, but the camera was shit. That was a shitty camera. Like here and there, like a picture, okay, but never ever. And you need to think how it was then from, I don't know how old was I, 8, 10 when I got my phone. Was really early already. I think 10 or 11. From this time until now, like 15 years, 16 years, and it changed so much. Holy moly. You need to think what we have on the phone and everything is so much more that even Julius Caesar had, or like Cleopatra, or I don't know, like Inca, like Incas, the Mayas or so. We have like, okay, they had other stuff like the Inca and Mayas, and also surely like when it comes to Romish Empire, they knew just how to build like structures, because they are still holding, and our stuff that we are building, we need to renew that all 5 years, because the steel concrete or so is like just, yeah, over time going away because of rain or just like other stuff. And like everyone was on their own special topic specialized, but we have here created like with our modern society like stuff that was like impossible back then, but it changed our behaving so hard when it comes now like to like selfie stuff. Nobody from back then, Stone Age, okay, they wouldn't even know what a picture is, but nobody would thought people are getting die because they want to make a selfie. Surely you need to explain what a selfie is, like a picture from yourself, but this is ridiculous. it's the same ridiculousness as like what we heard the last theory before. It's insane. That was interesting, but also, yeah, like just fucked up.
In many ways, K-pop
Holy
could
shit.
be described as the Marmite of the music world. Those who love it seem to really love it, and those who don't, really don't.
Boy, it's
For the sake of my
so
like
much
to
louder.
dislike
Sorry,
ratio,
guys.
I'm not passing judgment. But whether you consider the music a boon or a bane, for all its gloss and polish, K-pop has an undeniable dark side.
I think like this is good.
Performers are often subjected to notoriously grueling training schedules, frequently face mistreatment
Mm,
and exploitation, and
mm.
are often discarded when they fail to live up to the industry's impossible standards.
I heard that also.
Idols
That's
who value their
that's.
careers,
Ooh.
and bank battles are sometimes pressured by their labels into silence, threatened with lawsuits if they try to speak out.
Really?
It's through adversity that the strongest bonds are forged. This is Ladies Code, a K-pop quintet whose original lineup consisted of members Sojin, Zoom, Eunbi, Risek, and their leader, Ashley. They formed back in 2012, and though they weren't as big as other contemporary acts, I'm told they were considered rising stars, with a few early hits under their belt. Though it's unknown whether Ladies Code had to deal with any maltreatment from their agency, Polaris Entertainment, who have been the subject of several scandals, I would say. These 5 ladies had formed an unbreakable connection, and described themselves as sisters. Of all of them, however, the 2 closest members were undoubtedly Risek and Eunbi. The pair weren't only best friends, but roommates, inseparable both on stage and off. The 2 girls were always side by side, smiling and having fun,
Mm,
as can be
mm.
seen in this photo, posted to Ashley's Twitter page.
It's already nice thing.
It would be the last photo to show all 5 members together.
Huh?
You see,
All 5?
shortly after this image was posted, the unthinkable would occur. It was September 2nd, 2014, and Ladies Code were recording a segment for the KBS Live Open concert in Daegu, South Korea. This footage shows them performing that very evening. After
But
filming the concert,
everything
the
is
girls
so.
and one of their stylists hopped into a van driven by their road manager, a man known as Mr. Park. Together, they set off on an ill-fated journey back to Seoul, making a pit stop just after midnight. It was now September 3rd, and the group were in high spirits, given that it was Sojin's 21st birthday. When Sojin returned from the bathroom, the other members surprised her with a makeshift cake made from chocolate ice. However, concerned about weight gain, they all decided not to eat it. A decision Sojin would later deeply regret. It was approximately 1:30 a.m. Conditions were raining on the Yeongdong Expressway, and Mr. Park was speeding at 85 miles per hour in a zone marked 60. While approaching Singal Junction, just outside the capital,
Oh.
the van began hydroplaning and skidding.
No.
Mr. Park lost control of the vehicle, and witnesses reported seeing the van roll several times before colliding with the guardrail.
Oh shit.
Who had maintained consciousness, immediately called for help. Of the 7 occupants, 4 were able to exit the vehicle and flag down ambulances.
No.
The other 3, Eunbi, Risek, and Sojin, remained unconscious inside. None of the airbags had deployed at the moment of impact, and a first responder said he didn't recall doing any seatbelts while attending to the 3 women. The situation was described as extremely chaotic, with Risek found not to be breathing and requiring immediate CPR. All 7 occupants were rushed to nearby hospitals.
Oh shit, like it can go so fast sometimes.
Songbin Medical Center. She was 21 years old. Sojin and Risek, who sustained the most severe injuries, were initially taken to the Catholic University of Korea St. Vincent's in critical condition. Risek's condition worsened, and she was transferred to Adjo University Hospital for emergency brain surgery. She succumbed to her injuries and passed away on the morning of September 7, 2014.
Oh, I'm so sorry for all 5.
Stabilized.
And also the driver of.
Mr. Park and the stars sustained minor injuries and were released after treatment.
Oh shit, he
Shortly
survived.
after the incident, the media descended upon the crash site, and these images began circulating online.
Whoa.
Several keen-eyed internet users noticed something in the wreckage. A banana plush. It
No.
was the late Umi's favourite toy, given to her by a fan. She had talked about it in interviews, and said how she slept with it whenever she felt lonely. Frustratingly, the paparazzi was said to have acted disgracefully at both women's funerals, ignoring their families' requests for privacy and snapping close-ups of grieving guests without their permission. In court, Mr. Park testified that one of the van's back wheels had come off while he was
That's
driving,
fucking
which led him to
sad,
skid
eh?
and crashing. But experts determined that the wheel had actually detached as a result of the crash itself. Park was sentenced to a year and 2 months in jail in 2015, a sentence which was later suspended, provided that he attend 40 hours of driving classes. He would eventually settle with the families of Umbi and Rise out of court. Following the accident, the 3 surviving members of Ladies Code continued to perform together. Their first show was held in Rise's native homeland, Japan, and was dedicated to both her and her fallen sister, Umbi. It had always been Rise's dream to perform in Yokohama, a dream she herself never got to realize.
Oh man.
Despite their
Oh, that's
constant
also so sad
social
story.
consume went on an indefinite hiatus following the expiration of their contract with Polaris, finding it too difficult to continue performing after what happened. But the memory of that terrible night still lives on in their minds.
Yeah.
So do thoughts of the good times. Times like this, when all 5 of them were together.
That was also a hard one to swallow. Shit.
A huge thank you to my supporters here on YouTube and over on Patreon.
But like Lazy Masquerade, also really good one.
Alana Pons, Aisha Mina,
We go
Israel
no
Waragai, Chief
to another Lazy Masquerade video.
Conor Lofton,
It's like really the last video which I chose. She dressed as a student to kill a stranger. South Korea's darkest case, also like South Korea again. What's going on there? Surely like a lot of cases where we just don't know here in Europe or just like in US, like where it's like kind of more like in their region. But that's really good that Lazy Masquerade is always putting like from around the world, as also like the others that do. Just let's go into the next one. But this one is for real the last spooky video. Then a little bit of memes. But wow, yo. Like the stories before, holy. Like today we had a lot of interesting stuff.
Revenge? Sure, that's often the case. Jealousy? Far from unheard of. Financial gain, perhaps? Despicable, but a motive we can wrap our heads around at least. And how about plain old curiosity? For the simple pleasure of knowing how it feels to take everything someone has, and everything they could ever have. Now that's a motive that would churn the stomach of any well-adjusted individual. It's incomprehensible, insane, and pulls at the very fibers of what it means to be a human. In today's episode, we'll be exploring the twisted mind of a woman who wanted nothing more than to experience the ultimate thrill kill and get away with it. This is the story of South Korea's latest psychopath.
She, like we know from we know from the title that she was dressing up as a student. Guys, help him out. Just much love, just so much support. Oh, I'm getting tired, I feel it already.
Busan, South Korea's second city, located along the nation's southeastern coastline. A town with 2 distinct sides. By day, a tranquil, beachside paradise. By night, a lively, vibrant playground for the young and young at heart. One person who called Busan home was 23-year-old Jung Yoo-jung, herself a woman with 2 faces. By day, her grandfather's quiet and mild-mannered carer. By night, a true crime fanatic who fantasized about being a serial killer. She'd whittle away her time watching documentaries and TV shows covering unsolved crimes, and reading books detailing the psychology of infamous slaves, what drove them to commit such heinous acts, and how they say it felt when they took life. Yoo-jung's interest in
Oh,
crime
that's,
went beyond
yeah,
being
that's
a
then on a new way, like,
She daydreamed
what
about
the
having TV
fuck?
shows and books made about her own exploits.
But is there not like a way
South
to,
Korea's
like,
most wanted, the bitch
that
of Busan.
that this is like alerting in a way or so?
And set about planning
when you see like there's a internet search history or so.
Which explained how to hide a body, and spent 3 months researching forensic technologies and criminology online. Yu Jung had no past criminal history herself, and wasn't acquainted with any bad eggs. On paper, she was just an ordinary citizen, and so she knew if she targeted a complete stranger, someone she didn't know who could never be linked back to her, then she'd likely get away with it. And where better to find such a person than on a tutoring app? South Korean youth suffered under enormous pressure to succeed academically, and as such, in recent years, tutoring apps have become extremely popular. They're typically full of accredited private teachers advertising their curricular services. The perfect hunting ground for Yu Jung.
The fuck?
She contacted more than 50 tutors based in Busan, posing as the mother of a middle schooler in need of extra English lessons. After some back and forth, she settled on a female tutor.
How she was like preparing that?
Kay, a 26-year-old who lived alone and who worked from her apartment. According to those who knew her, Kay was a bright and warm person who truly cared about each and every one of her students and who wanted them all to maximize their potential.
And there they.
Listener, but was compassionate.
This is so fucked up.
So she likely thought nothing of it when Yu Jung asked her, "Do you live alone?" After all, this prospective student was likely just shy and didn't want anyone else there listening in and judging their performance. Kay confirmed that she did indeed live by herself and agreed to meet with the student 2 days later for an introductory lesson.
But then you trust also like a person, or you think like there comes a student, and then it's just like a fucked up psychopath.
May 27th, 2023. At approximately 4 p.m., Yu Jung was caught on CCTV.
Like nearly a year ago.
On foot, dressed in a school uniform, which she had purchased online. Given her petite stature and youthful appearance, she could easily pass as the 9th grader that Kay had agreed to meet with. As a finishing touch, she even cut her hair shorter days prior to more closely resemble the style of a young student's. Yu Jung arrived at the apartment at 5:34 p.m. and was greeted warmly by Kay at the door, who had no idea about Yu Jung's true intentions.
Like those private teacher want to help like other students to get better, and then you kill like exactly like a person that is like helping others. Are you fucking kidding me? It shows like it's already like so fucking bad.
Yu Jung actually took this opportunity to go from room to room, double checking that Kay really did live by herself. Once satisfied that they were alone, Yu Jung took out a kitchen blade which she had hidden in her uniform, and then rushed towards Kay in the main room, catching her off guard and stabbing her more than 100 times, focusing on her neck and chest. Holes in Kay's palms suggest that she tried to protect herself, but ultimately there was nothing she could do.
More than 100
Even
times?
Yu Jung continued to viciously strike at her.
Whoa, like there is someone fully aggressive. It's like really a danger for society.
Almost as if she was assuming her identity.
Holy
She made her way to several nearby
motherfucker.
supermarkets, where surveillance cameras caught her purchasing garbage bags, cleaning supplies, and an assortment of sharp blades.
And that didn't ring a bell.
She used these to dismember and dispose of Kay's remains.
That didn't ring a bell?
These items with her in the first place.
By some
Perhaps she
people?
was worried that she might get stopped by an officer and have her bag searched. Perhaps she banked on Kay already having those items in her apartment. Perhaps she was just terrible at planning. Whatever the case, Yu Jung then returned to Kay's flat, let herself back in, and began chopping up her remains. This included cutting off her fingers as to remove the possibility of fingerprint identification.
This
She also made sure
is
to pocket Kay's mobile
fucked
phone,
up.
ID cards, and wallet. After this grisly act, she set about bleaching away the evidence of her actions. Yu Jung then made the journey back to her own home to pick up a suitcase. This footage shows her gleefully bouncing back towards Kay's apartment, ready to continue cleaning up her mess. She packed up her victim's clothes into 3 bin bags and disposed of them in a nearby dumpster.
But then you can tell me everything or what? But when she was already like so looking kind of happy, like not like in a disturbed way, then you can tell me what you want. But that is like the same what we saw like by this evil couple, by this Bonnie and Clyde couple, where this female, like from the couple, was also like getting stimulated or like turned on when someone was killed. Like, what the fuck is going on with some people? Like, I'm so fucking disturbed. Like, I knew they have already before. Now we have already 2 cases. Like, apparently this is like not even like a rare thing. Why I'm like fucking terrified about this world. Sometimes.
This whole cleanup process took about 6 hours, during which time Yu-jung went back and forth between her home and Kay's 3 times, gathering materials and letting herself in and out as if it were her own apartment.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, no one
casually walking to and from the scene, completely unfazed by what she had done and what she was still in the process of doing.
This is so fucking
on the street during one of these moments.
insane. Like, there you see inside a psychopath. From outside could look like a normal person.
Taking with her the suitcase filled with Kay herself. At the sidewalk, Yu-jung hailed a taxi and asked the driver to take her to Yangsan, 12 miles north of Busan. She placed the obviously heavy suitcase into the trunk of the vehicle herself, refusing help from the driver, and made no conversation with him on the way to their destination. In fact, she didn't even make eye contact. When they reached a secluded area near Nakdong River, known as Hwangsan Park, Yu-jung asked the driver to stop, paid him in full, took the suitcase from the back of the cab herself, and then disappeared into the night without a word.
What the for the taxi?
This whole scenario didn't sit right with the taxi driver.
Was surely like also
They out to a river by themselves in the middle of the night, he thought.
Psyched out because of that.
Heavy suitcase, no less. Yu-jung hadn't asked him to wait for her, but rather than drive off, the cabbie decided to circle the area a bit and see if she'd return. 15 or 20 minutes later, he spotted her walking back through the thicket, still carrying her suitcase. He could tell from the way she was carrying it that it was a lot lighter than before, as if she'd just disposed of something in the parkland.
Very good, he saw that.
She flagged him down once more and asked him for a ride back to her grandfather's home. The authorities strongly believe that Yu-jung didn't realize this cabbie was the same guy who had driven her out there. The taxi driver complied and didn't let on about his suspicion, but later followed his gut instinct and contacted law enforcement.
Very good! Very good!
That a young woman may have dumped something in Hwangsan
Very good!
And given her home address.
We're coming back to what Frank said before. Guys, be always aware of your surroundings and yourself. It's like always, perhaps you get something, like a little hint that helps like a huge case.
Dubious of her claim, the officers feigned concern and took her to a local hospital.
She thought she would be in a safe zone because no one would, like accuse her, but that's karma, bitch. That's karma, bitch, like for real.
Yu-jung changed her story and told them that she had actually just given birth and wanted to get rid of the baby. In her words, she had packed the newborn into the suitcase and disposed of it in the woods.
What the fuck?
That made her sound better and wouldn't constitute murder. Regardless, an ultrasound proved that story to be yet another lie. By that point,
wait a minute, is that not also a criminal felony? This is also murder or not? How fucking disturbed is this person? I'm baffled. I'm like even more baffled than any. This person should be locked away for eternity.
But instead of asking for a lawyer, she name-dropped the victim, Kay, and said that she went to her apartment for some English lessons. When she arrived though, she found Kay's door unlocked. She walked inside and, in shock horror, found Kay's body on the floor.
Yeah.
Her killer, an unidentified male, was still inside the apartment. He locked the door and told her that if she kept quiet and helped him dispose of the body, then he'd let her assume Kay's identity. After the world's largest collective baseball,
Because of that, she's looking so happy, like trotting back and
her
forth.
story didn't make any sense whatsoever.
Nah.
Sweating a little at this point, Eugene again changed her story. It's embarrassing to seek out a tutor as an adult, she told them. So I presented myself as a middle schooler to Kay. Upon seeing me, she was none the wiser. We had a heated argument about her curriculum shortly after I arrived. Then, fearing for my safety, I killed her in self-defense.
Just shut up,
The
like.
investigators contacted Eugene's grandfather and asked him to come down to the station. When he heard what his granddaughter had done, his world crumbled around him.
Oh man,
He'd
I'm
raised Eugene from an early age and couldn't believe that she'd do something so cruel to a stranger. But when presented with the evidence, there was no denying that she was responsible for Kay's demise. Since the interrogators couldn't get an honest confession out of her, they asked the grandfather to step inside the room with her and chat with Eugene one-on-one. He agreed to do so. Inside, he broke down in tears and begged Eugene to just tell the truth, to do it for him. Now, it may have been because she loved her grandfather, or it may just have been because she knew the jig was up. But at that point, Eugene finally confessed that there hadn't been an argument. She explained that she simply had a passion for everything true crime. Movies, shows, books, news articles, and said that she was curious to know how it felt to be involved in the case firsthand, but not from the perspective of an investigator, but from that of a killer. She felt the need to sate that curiosity.
What the fuck, just...
She stole the life of someone who had never wronged her in
Yeah,
any
like,
way,
only,
shape, or form.
like, someone died because she wanted to have that feeling. So fucking, lock this bitch away. Sorry, I'm, like, not want to get in insults, but this is, like, fucking insane.
Her search history and the CCTV footage from the day of the slaying, their stomachs dropped even further. They had all dealt with cases of premeditation before.
Yeah.
But nothing like this.
Yeah, like, she was here preparing, like, even, like, dressing on, cutting hair, like...
Particularly enthralled was Watcha. In English, Helpless. A Korean psychological thriller about one woman who slays another and then assumes her identity. According to her digital footprint, Eugene watched this film at least once a day. Thinking back to how Eugene wore Kay's clothes and took her identity.
Why is there a series even like this existing? Boy.
Now, that's not to say that movies or any kind of media are responsible for people's actions. I obviously enjoy dark content too.
Yeah, like...
But it's possible that Eugene felt inspired.
Yeah, that's a true point of Lazy Masquerade. Like, it's like surely not the fault of the sitcom or so, but what... Yeah, like, we can't like restrict, like, it's like a kind of art piece in a way, even if it's fucking disturbing or so. I wouldn't watch it, but it's like, it's inspiration for those people. Like, okay, they would have that also anyways in them. Like, there is something off, like, surely, like, in the medieval times, there was no such thing as series or stuff like this. There's always, like, perhaps just nowadays the medium changed where you get, like, ideas like this, but back then in medieval times you saw that, like, also by execute, I can't say it. Executions, is that the right word? Like, just the people witnessed much more fucked up shit as nowadays, and they have been also inspired by something like this, but or like witch hunt stuff. It's just, for me, like like you need to have that in ya, that you can understand that. For me, it will be always a huge riddle, because I would never ever wish, like, to have, like, anything like experience what she wanted, like, is what for me this is like alienish, It's like completely, I don't understand that. That's like other language, like from out of this planet. Like when I see Earth, I see like a healthy community. I see like, or that is my wish thought. I see like everyone is in harmony. Everyone is like sharing. Everyone is like not discriminating each other, and everything is just like happy harmony and peace. Just everything is nicely. You see the pigeons flying around. You see like butterflies. You see like everything is nicely balanced out. Nobody is jealous on each other. Like that is the dream. But like to think then, oh my gosh, I need the thrill of killing someone. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like if that's the case, if like I know like when someone is like surely like developing that stuff or so, and it's like in your brain or so, I can imagine that this can be really like an urge. But if you like, if someone has that, just try to get professional help, because there's always a other way than to kill someone. It's always better. Never kill. Oh my god. It's, like I just hope our kids from our kids will have already a much better place here. That is my true wish. That our kids will have not the struggle what we have. I think also if everyone will think the same, we would bring like heaven to earth. You guys know I'm not religious, but I mean like heaven in a way that we're all feeling in a way happy. It fulfills us. It's just I know it's easier to say than it's like done, but damn, like as long as people are underneath us, like her, holy moly, we will have. Most of all, she was going against like a person that is like good-willed, want to help out others, and those are the ones that are suffering. Fuck no, like I'm like, this makes me mad. Like always the good people are the ones that get hurted, and the ones that should be like karma kind, they are like 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 2 months, a little bit work there. What the fuck, eh? Like so many good people died because of fucked up ones, and it's like those ones are making our world more and more shittier. It's like kind of like for me it's so against humans, against our like people that do that are so traitor of humans, of us. It's like they don't want to benefit our species, they want to keep it back in a way. Like people that try others to harm or so, that's so low. Okay, let's go. I'm so sorry. I'm getting like emotional. I feel that. It's just making me angry because I can't relate it, and I hope also like that I never will relate in that, because for me this is so fucking unsympathetic. It's so fucked up. If someone does that, no emotions for this person.
She had seemingly been a completely normal girl with a decent social life during her school years, but since then, something had changed. Whether by design or bad luck, Yu-jung found herself living a solitary, lonely, reclusive life, with next to no contact with anyone in the real world or online. Psychologists have theorized that she wanted to escape her situation, both physically and mentally, and what better way to do that than to shapeshift into someone else. Someone living a fulfilling life. Someone who had their own apartment, who had their own job, who spoke a foreign language, who had friends. Someone like Kay. Those psychologists say that Yu-jung's motive wasn't mere curiosity, but jealousy. And in her mind, if she were already invisible to begin with, it would have been particularly easy to disappear and become someone else entirely.
This is so fucked up.
The authorities contacted each of the 50-plus tutors, mostly women in their mid-20s, that Yu Jung had contacted while in search of a target. Many have spoken about their online conversations with Yu Jung, how she had asked them if they lived alone, and if her daughter could come for a lesson at their house. One female tutor, who was in desperate need of money, almost accepted Yu Jung as a student, but in the end turned her down because she thought that her apartment was too small for a lesson. She, and all of the others, now live with this chilling thought in the back of their minds.
But so close, yeah.
Equally as chilling was Yu Jung's complete lack of remorse after living out her twisted fantasy. From the CCTV footage of her, both before and just after taking Kay's life, she appears eerily calm and collected, and moves with an almost eternal stride.
Even like,
It's hard to comprehend how Yu Jung could
walking like in a way happy around, like not tunnel vision, focused or nervous.
She didn't feel any guilt whatsoever.
Nah.
She did give rehearsed apologies to the media after being apprehended, of course.
Yeah,
saying things like, "I'm sorry for Kay's family."
No, she's sorry that she got caught.
Out of my mind.
She's like, nah, I have like no empathy. I don't say no.
Who was, unfortunately, hounded by the media for interviews.
Oh, man.
During one of them, he blamed himself for Yu Jung's actions, saying that it was his fault that she had turned out the way she had, that he had raised her incorrectly, and that he felt extremely sorry for Kay's family. By all accounts, the grandfather was an extremely kind-hearted man who had done his best to raise Yu Jung by himself. His neighbors had nothing but good things to say about him.
I'm so sorry also for the like the grandpa.
In the lead up to her trial, Yu Jung was given a PCLR, aka the psychopath test, where examinees are assessed on things like their ability to empathize, their impulsivity, and whether they live a parasitic lifestyle. It involves 20 questions and is scored out of 40. In South Korea, anyone who scores above 25 is considered a true psychopath, someone entirely devoid of remorse.
How much she has?
Scored at 28. I should note that the accuracy of the PCLR is debatable.
Yeah.
During her trial, Yu Jung pled for
But that's already indicating holy.
at the time of the incident. The prosecutors didn't buy that defense, citing her plan and cover-up.
When you're like hallucinating, then it's something like in your brain, not like when it's like without like a substance, then something needs to be like happening in your brain that the pineal gland is like kind of in a way like, yeah, like getting triggered in a way, like whether she didn't slept for a long time and got then in an episode in a, but like for real, nothing explains like that, nothing can excuse it. It's so fucking premeditated, as it, like she had, yeah, like if that was episode that would like make something in her brain like not working that really good, and she had like a lot of time to revert that if that was just a hiccup in her brain, but it wasn't. It was like kind of so long premeditated, prepared with haircut, with an extra outfit she bought online, with like writing many different teachers if they have like, if they're living alone. It's so prepared. You can't excuse that. It's so blandly lying into the authorities' faces.
She was able to escape that fate. On November 24th, 2023, Yu Jung was sentenced to life behind bars, with the judge stating that her actions had, quote, spread fear in society that one can become a victim for no reason, and that she had incited a general distrust in our fellow citizens.
Yeah,
To think, had
true.
the taxi driver not gone with his gut and contacted law enforcement,
Yeah,
she may well
this
have gotten away
dude.
with her actions.
Hey, she could be a serial killer. She could be definitely a serial killer.
You'll notice that throughout the video, I've only referred to him as the taxi driver. And that's because he's chosen to keep his name out of the media,
Huh?
refusing interviews and even awards. Terrified that
Hmm?
Yujo may be released early and come looking for him.
Oh.
Her, or someone else inspired by her.
Oh.
After all, as the judge said, Yujo had made everyone wary of their fellow man.
Then she doesn't show her face. Like such a pussy, like for real. Like can kill like someone, take someone's life, but then not like having the guts to show herself. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Like for me, this is the most. This is like a really low niveau.
Always seem to focus on is Yujon's appearance. Namely, that nobody could have suspected such a young and innocent-looking woman to commit such a despicable act.
Yeah, for
As
real.
we've seen time and time again on this channel, appearances can be deceiving.
Yeah.
Villains come in
Never
shapes and sizes.
judge a book by its cover. It's hard. It's hard sometimes because it can look like Ronald McDonald and suddenly he's stabbing ya. Like what the fuck? I know Ronald McDonald was a dumb example. It could be also like looking like a
Do all the right things, and then through no fault of
like a
ours,
flower. Oh look, a new nice flower. Flower? Like what the? It's really scary shit, eh?
someone who can smile and murder while they smile. Trust your gut instincts. and
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
This is something we got our guts, our intuition from something, and I say that like our ancestors definitely survived because of the intuition, and this is something like we have still, but don't need to use that many times. In certain situations, it's just essential. It's like the spidey sense. It's like when the spidey sense is tingling or ringing. Oh my gosh, like the taxi driver made a huge impact in the story, or else she would come through with that. And then even we heard that by other cases, the more that they do that, the more the, how to say it, the barrier is not there anymore. The thrill gets more. It's like it's like addiction. They want to feel more. It's like, but like, this is also a hard one to swallow. Like also how Lazy Masquerade said it. It made like also the society kind of scared, because you never know. You never know if, like if you go into the bus. I don't want to scare now you guys also, but like, or like the train, or like going out in the park or something like this. You never know who you're facing to. Just always look out. If you're going at night, go with friends that you trust, like really with friends that you trust, not just like a colleague or so. Just, or driving at home. If you're a guy and want to be like, also, yeah, okay, it depends on the situation, but it's better also like to go with your date to like to the front of the door, that you see like, oh, she was like arriving at home. I don't know, like it's in certain cases it's not like correctly to do that, I don't know, but it's just like more safety, or even like nowadays with the criminal rate and everything. But just be aware of your surroundings. If something feels off, it's better not to risk it, because like when you risk it and it would be a mistake, perhaps you can't have like the chance again by the next time if the mistake happens that you wouldn't do it, because then it's already too late or so. Just always be aware. Even like also like scuffy requests by, I don't know, like by Craigslist or just other websites. It doesn't need to be there. Just be aware with online personas. Be aware with people that want to give you something like to drink, to eat, or candy or so. We talked today like also kind of about this topic a lot. Just be aware, guys. I just can't. I'm like baffled. It's like so shitty to have like that our world is really like this, and I like just be aware for each other, be aware for yourself, help out each other. Like if more and more try to do that, I think we can slowly like turn that around and get also like to a better place. But it's really optimistic how I say it right now. It's so much harder. Just help each other, being aware, guys. But like a Lazy Masquerade 2 really, like the last pictures before, or last photos and videos with disturbing backstories, and now this year,
A huge thank you to my
holy
supporters here on
moly,
YouTube and over on
holy moly,
Matt Ben, George
absolutely big kisses, Lazy Masquerade. A lot of really interesting topics or cases. I would say now for freshening up a little bit the vibe, for getting in a like a little bit more hee hee ha ha, or in a neutral way, we went now down, now like evening it up again. Oh my gosh, I'm just feeling so sad for like the most thing that upsets me is like, besides of like that the person whether got missing or so today, the families are just like the ones that get the most impact. Of course, like the certain person got damaged or just like happened the incident, but the families will live for until the end like this, with this info or with this incident that happened. And I'm like literally sorry for the whole families, like also the grandpa here now. This dude, that breaks kind of the heart, because like exactly those people that are always helping and everything, and like he tried to raise her, gives them, even like in a situation where it was like not his fault at all, they give them themselves like how's that called, he accused himself then also that he was like having something to do with that, he didn't raise her correctly or so. And it's so fucking sad, because I guess so from the other person that said Lazy Masquerade, that this dude was such a kind-hearted guy. It's heartbreaking, like those people, they don't deserve that, absolutely not. It's sad. But yeah, like just like I said, I think always be the change what you want to have in the world, because when you're not the change of the world, who should be it? Like somewhere needs to be like starting it. And I think the more people are aware like to help each other, the more people are aware for also like being aware of their surroundings, also like just like how to say that, kind of a help to society, like, because when we are helping each other, when we are like here for each other, then we are helping the society. But if we are like killing each other, or like robbing, or like how with the one mother in Barcelona, where they also lit her up, just like bullying or stuff like this, harm others, it's just such a traitor against like humanity. if someone does that, because we're all like trying to have like the same. We all want that everyone is feeling good, and if someone is not feeling that way and wants to harm like the society, then you're like clearly like an enemy of like all humanity in a way. Like, it's so stupid. Like, such people are like really holding us in a way back. Like people that are harm others, especially like people that can't defend themselves, whether kids or elderly people or like homeless people or so. It's so fucked up. Okay, that's the end point. We go now into like meme stuff. Just much love for everyone that has been here until now. Just big kisses. I hope it wasn't too disturbing. I really hope so, guys. Hopefully there's a new unusual meme. Oh yeah, 7 days ago and 5 days ago. Okay, there's a little bit. 13, okay, we saw that. Okay, good, I found some. Good. Then we go into it. Sound already. Frank, are you still here? Just much love also like for everyone else that is in the background. Just much love for watching still. Let's go. Reaction, boom, meme, boom, let's go. Oh shit, I think the saw is broken.
Just wanted to give you the short. I look like GB Jones right now.
What the fuck? Was that a doggo? Ah!
OSHA fired me because of my creative genius, but look at this makeshift ladder.
Hi, we're gonna break the patio.
Oh no way.
Now my question is though, why do you have a
Love. Oh! Oh shit, that hurt his lower jaw so. Yo, a uncle didn't have it. Too many questions. Gross deep sea fishing from the shore. Holy fuck. That was sick. Aww. Nice piggy.
Voy a hacer un auténtico spoiler de un petardo. ¡Pum!
Why? Oh, yo! That was also sick.
What's this called then, this latest car?
Called the Range Rover.
Hit me up if you need a water heater installed. Oh shit. Oh shit, that looks really good. What the? For 5 minutes. No wheel anymore. Damn. But without the Pringles in it, I hope so. Would be so gross. Beer and Pringles in one. The sausage was screaming for her life. Wait, what? What? I can't read it even. Was trying to scare her boyfriend, but he came back fighting with his friend.
In 2004, breakdancers got down at the Vatican before putting chocolate fires.
What happened with Luigi? What happened with Luigi? I knew that Mario was like already crazy, like a crazy dude, but Luigi, holy shit. Just imagine 3 AM in the morning. Is that your chicken? What is with this dude? Oh, bro. What the fuck? Oh, oh, oh!
These tiles are all green and blue and stripy. I enjoy green.
Oh my gosh, what happened with the dog?
Who made these brownies?
Oh.
Sparkle's dead at 30. What? Captain Sparkle's dead at 30.
Not Captain Sparkles! How could you say that? Captain Sparkles will always live in our hearts. It will never be dead. Oh my gosh, what was that for a fever dream again? Hey, like, check out unusual videos. We get go to the next one. Gladiator? Torsi? Check? What happened there? Try not to laugh going wrong. I tried also hard. I thought also like for first. Power Hour Cleaning Apartment Edition. Oh. No! Dad wanted to show off his new light up gloves. What is going on with parents something? Hey, this didn't work even. It was that minute song. Damn. Pimp my ride. I don't mind that, like, even it's kind of even cute. That boom is our mailbox or my daughter. What? What is exactly happening? Oh. Oh no. Uber driver? Oh, Uber Eats on horse. What? Like for real? It looks already like a bad situation.
Maybe the best in the league. And it was just a redirect that...
Wait for we know that one. That happened already last time. Doggo got a little too excited for his birthday cake. He wanted to eat. Oh shit. That happened to me also once. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes. What is he doing?
Bro, what am I doing? I can't even feel my legs no more.
Can you take even that much? We're walking in Mexico is like oof, like when it's like always tilted and straight, I feel that.
That's how much, huh?
Melody, hello. Why is your throat so big? It's growing up. What? It's growing up.
It should be the way to the to the loo in every mountain ski restaurant. That is really cool. That is really cool. because yeah, walking down the stairs with the shoes is so uncomfortable.
Yep, still there.
I love such stuff. What? How? Wait. How is that possible? Because of the... No, it was happening because of the street tiltness? Yo, I can't believe that. That is insane. How can that even happen?
Good morning to you. It's 5 o'clock right now on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kate Merrill. I mean,
I am Kate Merrill. That is Chris McKinnon, and it is a Wednesday, Danielle.
You got to a new gym and discovered a new machine. When I see a group of girls walking in my gym, no way, you see, like it's... I'm already late for work and remember, I told myself I get the fuel in the morning. Damn it. Wait a minute, what? That was quality gameplay. What is happening there? So many insects? Oh no. I'm happy that I don't have... That looked so unreal, but I know it's like a real play. Like when I had the plastic nails, it happened also so many times. What? No, wait. Have that been all pottery stuff? It was so fast happening. No. But why is it on a place that is so not like stable enough? That was smooth and fast. The music. Are you serious? Why is that even possible? No way. Ow! He's enjoying it so. Oh my gosh! Yeah, you see, like also even the small primates monkeys are just like enjoying a nice bath. Oh, she's so cute.
When people won't stop cutting across your lawn, set up an automatic sprinkler.
Smart idea. Doggos are so precious. The most embarrassing moment of my life caught on camera. Bro broke his seat. What? No. How you can... I can't believe that. Wait. How did he broke it? Oh, I won't eat that now. I mean, like the sauce on the table. You know. He makes forever. If he is still sleeping, then the voice message is still ongoing, guys. How long it will be? New record. Drop your tailgate challenge. By me it's like just... By me it would be just garbage. Stop! Oh no way. Crack the code. And then he can just...
And you call yourself a chef, are you kidding? Wow! That's the second batch you burnt. You burnt both of the batch.
Mi lorito aprendió a sacar la lengua.
Huh? No way, it made the same. Oh, it's so cute.
Departamento 1409, Agua Fría. Ya. Tu hermana, agua caliente. Ya. Agua caliente.
Oh no.
Useless secret talent.
I can't do that. No, I can only touch with my tongue, my nose tip. Just always, just nicely. Sony. This is how fucking hard the ground is. Damn! Oh my gosh. Dude, are you serious? Oh shit! Rescued. Rescue his father. Huh? Oh, it's Mini Froggle. He was the chosen one, leaving and never coming back. Oh, we know this one. This one is perfect. I didn't think about having to get out. Yeah. How does that happen? Dogger.
Oh no, I stalled my car. Let me get it.
What? Is it the bar? After rain Dubai, oh shit. Whoa, there was a lot of water inside. Just with the... We don't need a basket.
Jetzt 2 Wochen stehen, ne? Und dann komme ich noch im Urlaub wieder.
Hä? Where's the mod?
Haben sie mir den Motor geklaut. Wie komme ich jetzt nach Hause? Wie komme...
They didn't even... Oh my gosh, they just took everything. I can't believe this world is broken, eh. Holy shit, eh. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. So mean. Huh? Come on. I guess in game dog. I guess in game dog. Oh no. Is it red? Is it green? Is it blue? Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no, those are not good sandals. That's pretty bad. Bro forgot he needs to park. No! Oh, poor doggo. Hmm? Cats always find a nice hideout. Not him taking like he got left. Had everyone looking. Or not him faking like he got left on. Was that a dog? My younger brother first time trying to lose his view of roller coaster.
I'm just trying to tell you that your purse is on top of your car.
Mind your own business, such a Karen, oh my gosh. Instead just of, oh thank you so much, I could lose that. Just so fucking insufferable. Also. Some people are just like really, like only here for annoy others. Flat rate things.
What did you do this morning?
I put some cream on myself. I did this. And then I did this. And I didn't get there. Right here.
Ah, that's problematic. Hoppa! Friend is Rapunzel. Sick.
I wanna go home. I want a beer.
When your friends make you sign up for a CrossFit competition.
I want to read a comic book. I want to watch Little House on the Prairie. I want to vodka.
Oh. Interesting icebreaker. He's or she's enjoying it. How comes not? No! How's that even possible? No! Oh shit! Long neck Jimmy, and the time has come. My deepest enemy, long neck Jimmy. Forklift shift. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What was that? Was that Swiss? Hey, like Lily, the bus looks 1-to-1. Hey, like for real, it looks 1-to-1 like the bus is here. Where did I land it now? Is that like really Swiss? What? This dude just chills with a goose in his bag. I can't. That was sick. Like, of course cheap, but sick that they even made that. Whoa. I'm like baffled. I'm so baffled. But guys, I think I'm gonna leave it like it is now. It's already 8:30. That was really a nice stream. Again, I mean like the part here, also the part before. It just big kisses. Oh, sorry for yawning. Yeah, I mean I don't yawn, but just big kisses for everyone that has been here, watching, lurking, chatting, enjoying. I'm gonna quickly grab some cigarettes and then we smoke one cigarette. I have no cigarettes at the moment. Okay. Wait, quickly. Smoke time. Just a little smoke before I go to sleep. But I think I'm also making something to eat, just like on the side. But rice, I don't have no rice anymore. I think I make scrambled eggs. Yeah, I like something. Oh shit. Just filling my belly. Frank, are you still here? Like, it was so quiet in a way. Perhaps just lurking in the background. Or just, yeah, like perhaps also like work already. Like I'm also pretty late today again. Tomorrow we have finally Elden Ring. With a little bit of money grind at the beginning, but after this we go into Elden Ring. Yeah. Finally. I'm looking forward to that a lot. Put also music in the background. What could we put? There's kind of loud music outside. Up, this one is good. Surely like instantly too loud. Like this. Oh. And like YouTube got so slow again. Okay, good. Ah, you don't hear it that loud. Hey, like, I don't know, but I don't know what happened, but I guess AdBlock is lagging as fuck right now. The AdBlock I had or have was always working. A week ago, something changed. Like, the YouTube videos lag as fuck. Sometimes when you go back, like on the first start of the video, like when you're in the middle of the video and put like on front, like that it starts all new again, it doesn't proceed anymore, it doesn't load. It's so strange. Like, I don't know if I'm like the only one that has this problem, but that was something I noticed really much. Yeah, hopefully it gets better, like an update or so. I'm just happy that the sound is good. Like, okay, right now the cam doesn't look that bad either. That's also kind of good sign. Like by the late night it looked a little bit blurry, but I'm not sure. So, but just also like just big kisses for everyone that has been here throughout, yeah, like the whole stream, like whether in the Pokemon MMO part or like now here by the spooky content. Just much love also for the people on YouTube. Just big kisses if you watched it until now. I really appreciate it, and hopefully it was still entertaining besides of like, yeah, when it was even like a fake video or so at the beginning by the compilations. But I think we had today like a lot of really interesting ones. Luckily I found like some good ones. Could also be that in the middle of the topic I would be like, nah, it's not mine. But with the Antarctica, that was kind of that was going out of nowhere so much. But yeah, guys, I think I call it a night now. Just much love for being here, for chatting with me, lurking, enjoying. I really hope you enjoyed it. Just big kisses for everything. Also for the people that have written here, like Frank, Trent, Tony, Alice. Just big kisses for you guys. And yeah, wish everyone a good night. Sleep well, sweet dreams when you get there. Or if you have day at the moment, I wish you a great day. Stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and we definitely gonna see each other tomorrow again. I'm daily online here on Twitch, always between 8 and 10 PM is the starting time here, and then I'm streaming until midnight, around midnight, and +1 UTC is the time zone, just that you all know it. Big kisses, and yeah, see you tomorrow. See you for a new project, Elden Ring. I can't wait for it. But we will see how good I'm still. Could be a harsh start, but yeah, we will get to the point where I was stopping. Just much love. See you all in the next stream, guys. See ya. Bye. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much for taking a part in here and making it hugely enjoyable. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow. Bye!